better than ever. Here we are, kids. And TB12 himself has been waiting and waiting and waiting. Yeah. Okay, you're retiring. TB12 himself on the hotline, kids, said he's retiring. He's making it official right now. Breaking news. You heard it here like 10th that he is unofficially retiring.
Yeah, I don't know. I just heard before I came down here that his father said he's not retiring.
Oh, God.
So I don't know.
Well, his father better get a better source, is all I'm
Yeah.
saying. We literally I don't know who his source is, but we just saw live on the air. We've got that straight from him himself. Ian Rappaport, sir, don't have nothing on Share a Beer. We got it right here directly from a TB12 himself.
Yeah.
Someone known as TB12 who happens to live on the Arkansas-Texas state line. So we got it directly from the man himself. I don't know. Does his initials spell out to TB12? Well, he thinks it does. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
It's not a lie if you believe it, is what Costanza says. That's what Costanza
That's right.
We're going warm-up beer is out of the Left Hand Brewing's milk pack, right? Is that what they call it, Bum?
Yes, sir.
Out of their milk pack.
Milk box.
Milk box variety pack. Buys the beer. This is the s'mores milk stout. Phenomenal, man. Oh, no smoke out of that. Womp womp. But pouring it into, I'll show you the glass, the Woods Boss glass here from Colorado, straight out of Denver, the mean beer streets of Denver. Let me give it the old tappa. Give you another look at a dark beer that looks just like the last dark beer that we served before the dark beer.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Joe, looks like a dark beer.
Looks like another dark beer.
Now, that looks like used motor oil, Joe.
When I hold this up to the camera, can you tell the difference between a stout, a porter, an old ale, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you have no idea, right? You're like, yeah, I think that's a porter. You're like, no, it's a Dr. Pepper, fool, right? Like, you have no idea. You have no idea. You know what I'm saying? So we've got, of course, some of our most devoted fans already in the chat, or most devoted fan in the chat. And
already letting loose with the slurs.
Yeah.
We are here.
Pandemonium.
We here, dogs. So I don't know who the we is because it was literally him. Yeah. So I don't know who we is unless it's a figurative we as a group, a collective group.
He represents the group. Yeah,
he represents the group. So behind me, for all those that are wondering, future world champions right here, LA Rams. Just you can check it out as I move around here.
You hope.
Yeah, no, there's no hope. I know it. Aaron Donald, number 99. Wait, well, on the hotline here. Well, what? I know you're a beautiful man. I know. Very handsome. Okay. All right. You're winning. Number 99 himself on the hotline there, kids. Said he is guaranteeing a win tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he says we're not going to be
from Aaron's mouth to Joe's ear. I believe it.
That's right. And by the way, he is a very handsome man.
And that's a perfect segue. I just wanted to show you the beer I'm drinking. A new brewery, Fall Line Brewing, out of Macon, Georgia. So you know how they say Georgia's in the Bible Belt?
So are you cheating? Are you cheating on Anderby?
I am cheating on Anderby. But this is okay because this is brewed in Macon, and Macon is the belt. They call it the belt buckle of the Bible Belt. So that tells you what's going on in Macon.
Oh.
They're making bacon. They're making bacon in Macon.
You took my line, damn you. Might have to put you in timeout for 60 seconds there. So Yeah, I mean, and you know what happens when you make bacon. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All ties into Anderby's going to be a little jealous.
Yeah, I know. They'll get over it. We'll show up next week and spend some money. They'll like it. They'll be friends with us again. So this is an IPA, 6.5%. And the thing that got me was the tagline. It says beer that tastes like day drinking.
Oh, cool.
So I'm like, got to get that beer.
And it's a 6.5, you said?
Yeah, it's a 6.5 IPA. Kind of like a combo between like a West Coast and a New England. So it's kind of that mixer. Good flavor. And the price was right. I think it was $9.99 a 6-pack, which for craft beer is inexpensive. So,
and you like it? You like it?
Yeah, it's good. We'd buy it again. Don't tell Anderby, but we would buy it again.
No, we're not telling anybody. Although, no charge. Worldwide show here.
Everybody watches it. Yeah, you just never know.
Everybody watches it, and they tune in for breaking news here. This is where they tune in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just saying,
Yeah. So
we break news here. So we have someone over there in Idaho that apparently is surrounded by a lot of malt liquor. Are you trying to take over the malt liquor report here? Or do we have? Are you branching out, Bum? Does Billy D actually have another bureau?
Yeah, that's the Idaho malt liquor branch.
Is that the West Coast branch now?
Yeah,
You're kind
it's
of
like
out.
how the network news, they have their Washington branch.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
So we have our Idaho branch of malt liquor. I see some discontinued Steel Reserve 211 up there in the black can. Yeah, it's some great graphics there, Coach.
Damn you, malt liquor never dies. You know that. It's not discontinued.
It never dies. It just fades away.
Yeah, it just fades away. Yeah. And what are you drinking now, Coach? You see, is that Ice House? Is that what that is?
Yeah, I got the 2022 version of Ice House.
Barrel aged.
What the hell's so funny, Bum?
Yeah, it
2022 version of Ice House. Okay,
is it?
I don't doubt it's stamped on the bottom. Probably.
What's the date? What's the actual date on that? I would love to know what the date is on that. Is it 20?
Drink by March 28, 22.
There you go.
So
drink by.
Yeah, so it's probably made 2 years ago.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was
fermented piss is what that is.
Yeah.
No, I'm just drinking some of this chocolate.
Oh, also a milk stout. Yeah.
Well, Mark's really familiar with this stuff. He was giving me the backstory to this brewery up in where was that at?
Fort Collins, Odell's. Yeah, Fort Collins, Colorado. Yeah.
No pun intended, right?
Yeah.
On that backstory. Yeah.
Backstory. Yeah.
Whoa.
Good stuff.
Off camera. I appreciate that very much. Yeah. Yeah, no, I've had plenty of that milk stout, man. That one's solid.
That's a good one. Yeah, I was telling Coach, I was like, yeah, I wish that's another brewery we don't get here.
Odell's, yeah. I'm going to crack open. If Andrew ever shows up, then I'm cracking open his beer, the Surly 13. Be cracking this bad boy open today, tonight. Maple barrel aged Imperial Stout with vanilla beans and lactose. So going big today, man. The warm up beer is only, what is it? 6%.
Yeah.
Notes of chocolate layered with toasted marshmallow flavor and graham cracker inspired malt. Says to drink it at 50 to 55, which is pretty much for all stouts, right? You should pretty much drink it in that 50 degree range somewhere. Of course, you're welcome to drink warmer, but most of the time, generally, you're going to be under 65. Generally, I mean, room temperature would keep the beer still in the 50 degree range. Somewhere. Right?
Well, if you're in Minnesota.
Yeah.
If you're in Arizona, room temperature is like 120, all right?
Right. Particular times of year. Yes, it is. Yeah. Yeah. I would still guess, if you keep your house anywhere at 70 on your thermometer, whether 67, 68, 70, I would assume your beer, if it's in any kind of closet or cupboard, if you will, if it's not in the fridge, it would still be in the 50-degree range. It might be high 50s or low 60s, but it's still probably somewhere. Which is, to me, just in other words, going to give you all the full flavor.
Yeah. You don't want to drink that stuff cold, like right out of the fridge cold. You got to let it warm up a little bit.
Right, and that's kind of where this one's at. So I've got a couple other big ones. Like this is that Surly. This is that can of Surly here. So and it's 12.5. So I definitely want to let this warm up a little bit because it's right out of the fridge. Same thing with this Bourbon County, standard Bourbon County here, 2020 version. And this is a 14.6. So don't try this at home, kids. Make sure I'm a trained professional here. Just be careful. Be careful. Don't try this at home.
That is one thing. Bourbon County is not low on the alcohol. I think the lowest I've seen is like 13.5 or something. I mean, it's
right out of the Bourbon counties. Yeah, the Goose Island themselves makes much more lower, but once you start getting into the Bourbon counties, man, that's the big boys. And you know what, man, it's kind of like when I had those first couple after Black Friday, man, I was like, I hadn't visited Bourbon County a long time. And it was like, oh, that's why they're so popular. Like you kind of forget you haven't visited it in a while. And, you kind of start, oh, okay, well, maybe it's not so this and that. And then when you have one again and you go back to it, you're like, that's why people stand in line that time of year. It's like, Black Friday for Bourbon County is like Record Store Day. It's like RSD. That's the way that kind of works. So real quick, I want to get to something that I just saw happened, I think today. Rod J, for those of you who haven't watched his channel, make sure to check Rod J out. Rod J's beer reviews or something, isn't it? Is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
So make sure to check him out. He recently moved to Maryland, out to Baltimore.
Yeah, I didn't know that he moved. Yeah. So you mentioned it.
He posted some pictures at Guinness Brewery today. Now he said that he didn't get to go inside. He posted pictures from outside of it. Said he was in the neighborhood. But if he's that close, he'll be there sooner or later. He'll get inside the building sooner or later. So pretty cool though that we do have now a source that will be able to go in there, and at some point he'll jump back on here on the show and we'll get it straight from the horse's mouth, what that's like. I'd be curious to hear, why the move and all these sorts of things, what inspired him to move. And
maybe he's sponsored by Guinness now. Maybe that's it.
That you never know. You know what I'm saying? He is, now what I'm wondering, the big question for Rod J for me would be, is there going to be any more Rod J deals? He had that. He had the deals over there at that one particular store he shopped at.
Yeah. Well, the Guinness Brewery, is that in the Baltimore area? That's expensive. So I don't know. Rod J deals might be part of craft beer history. It might be folklore. Remember when we used to get a Rod J deal?
Remember the Rod J deals?
Yeah.
He may be able to. He may have the ability to sniff them out at some independent stores, but based on my experience, I don't think he's going to get any Rod J deals at the Total Wine in Towson, Maryland.
No, he is not. You've been there, Bum, so there's probably no deals to be had there. No, you've got to find the small local stores, and then you got to get in with the owner and just be on top of things. Like that store that you went to, Joe. You get the little specials and that type of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish they were closer to me. Now they're close relative. They're closer to me than they are any of you guys. But still, it's like, you know how it is. Once you start hitting that half hour mark of stuff that is for, that half hour away, 30 minutes away, plus 30 minutes plus away from you, even though it's short of an hour, it's still like just that little hair out of your like, I don't know. For me at least, for me, I definitely think twice about it a little bit. I'm like, one thing though that was brought to my attention, Bum, you want to share this information with me, with the rest of us here, what you shared in the pre-show?
Just found this out in the last hour or so. Now, if you anybody who was tuning in 3 weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago, when Joe and I met up 3 weeks ago, Joe talked about where we went and what we did, and one of the places he mentioned was Jerry's Records. What's up, Tom? Yeah. And what a great store it was, and we talked about, just how big it was and everything. And Jerry's Records has a history that goes back decades in the Pittsburgh area. Everybody knows Jerry's Records. I unfortunately found out in the last hour that the owner, Jerry Weber, died today. He was semi-retired. He had sold the store in 2017, if I recall what I just read, but he still had a hand in the business. Mm-hmm. He wasn't totally removed from the business. So yeah, he died at 73. My personal interactions with him go back to the early 1980s when I started buying used records, when I was young and dumb and didn't know you could buy used records. I didn't know there were such stores.
So you actually do have memories of Jerry himself, the owner of
that. Yeah. Back then, it's even mentioned in the his one obituary today, or one write-up. The store was originally called Garbage Records. I think I mentioned this to you, Joe. It was called Garbage Records back then, in a different location than it is now. And he sold the records cheap, and they gave you whatever your purchase was. They gave them to you in a garbage bag, small garbage bag. So it was called Garbage Records.
That's so great, because that's like the you would think the absolute worst name possible for a retail store. I'm going to go and buy some garbage. Yeah. And it lasted through all these years. It got famous, and Yeah,
I didn't have enough time to do it. I know I still have some of my vinyl here with the original garbage price tags. Like the Kmart price tags slapped on, and they always were odd prices, because when they rounded them up with tax, it came out to an even amount. So a $3 record was technically $2.83 plus the sales tax made it $3. So records were $2.83 or $4, for a double album, $4, whatever, to round it up to $5.
Real quick, now that you mentioned that, on that thought, my recollections of being in Europe, where the exact same thing happened. So when you bought something for $7, the tax was already figured. So it was always
because of the VAT. They do the VAT tax, which comes on before. So they bought But that's a smart idea though, Bum. Because didn't you say that they did everything in cash, right, Joe? You had cash, yeah.
Well, I think that was current because of the pandemic. In the past, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's always been their policy.
But that would be great, though, because you just price everything. You just automatically discount it by whatever the sales tax was. So and it's just, okay, it's $20. So all you have to do is hand out cash. You don't have to worry about coins or anything like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty smart. That way, you just all cash business. Really hard for the IRS to track how much money's coming in and going out. And
yeah.
Jerry was a smart businessman.
I didn't care. I mean, it's funny too, Bum, because normally records I buy, I immediately will go home and peel all the stickers off. Sometimes I have to really carefully peel it off to make sure everything's preserved. But with those, I didn't. I actually did leave the price tag still on them.
A lot of mine, I did peel them off, but some, for whatever reason, I didn't. I know I have a bunch of from Jerry with the original Jerry sticker. Actually, I have some with the original Garbage Records sticker.
See,
I'll have to dig those out.
You don't want to take those off now. That's part of the record. I mean, that's history. Yeah.
I'm kind of curious. Did they say spout out Garbage Records, or did it have like a trash can and then records?
No, it was just those tiny little rectangular price tags, and all it said was Garbage $283.
Oh, okay.
That's great. Hey, we have a special request. Did you see that, Joe?
No.
The chairman's making a request for Tom. He says, make a snowman. He wants Tom to make a snowman.
Well, I showed earlier, and that's the closest Tom's ever going to get to, man, and we miss you. How are you doing? Mm-hmm. He's telling Tom, how's the weather?
Yeah.
Is the most concern that he's ever going to get from Trent.
Yeah. No, I mean,
right. I mean,
he loves us deep down inside.
I don't know. How deep does he really go, though? I think it's pretty shallow.
It's all relative, but
yeah, yeah, exactly, Coach. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of depth there. I think most of that is swelling anyway, so there's not a lot there in the swelling. You know what I'm saying?
He's got the tuna can effect. It's like what he lacks in length, he makes up in girth. So.
Mm-hmm.
It's
oh jeez, tuna can effect. I like that.
When you said how deep does he go, and was that you that said it's all relative, Mark? I was going to make a joke right there, but I didn't.
Yeah, bummer fade.
Well, that's a Southern joke. It's all how deep does it go? It's all relative. There you go.
When Bum mentioned that, it was pretty cool, because here it is, just the week before I had at least been in the store. Not that he had a lot to do with the store at that point, but still, I was at least in his store that he created many years ago. That still has his name on it, at least while he was still alive, which is still cool to me. That's still a big deal to me. You know what I'm saying? It was that record store I was just talking about a few days ago. It made such an impression. I mean, you walk in there, Bum took me to it, and then you go in this what looks like just a single door. You don't really know what to expect, and you go up these stairs, and then you go a different angle up the stairs, and you get to the top, and then you go through a doorway, and it just opens up to this massive area, and almost every ounce of it is covered by records. It's crazy. Yeah. And that ain't all, because you find what feels like little secret areas inside there that it feels like, at least, like if you were a kid, you can imagine going through all these different little rooms that they have, and that just are filled with more and more records. Yeah. It's crazy. Everywhere they could fit a record, they fit a record. Very, very, very cool place.
All I gotta say is I hope they don't change the store much in the next 4 months, because I'm going there when we go up there in April.
Since he retired, like in 2017, the store has not changed one bit.
Good.
It's just a different person sitting at the cash register.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
It is. I look forward to your report on it, Mark, because, for one, you'll probably get to spend more time there.
But I've got a Subaru, so I can fill up the back of the Subaru with vinyl.
And very pretentious vinyl.
Yeah, pretentious vinyl.
Yeah, vinyl that literally sticks.
It says, "I'm better than you."
He will inevitably buy much better records than I did. Okay, Tom, we've got Tom here. We're going to give Tom a round of applause.
The snowman. The snowman. So how is it, Tom? Yeah.
How's the weather?
Yeah.
Not sunny and 70 or what?
We got the better end of the stick. We probably got around 18 inches, so it wasn't that. It's not that bad.
Hey, baby, where did you get your 18 inches?
But certain parts of Rhode
Like a
Island,
man, I assume.
The boss liked that one, Joe. She just turned around and went.
Tell us, man. Give us a full report.
Yeah,
so,
we want the full report.
My first question would be kind of a statement and a question at the same time. Wasn't it just a few years ago that you got like a couple of storms that season that were like 12 inches or something like that?
I mean, that sounds like every year to me.
Right? Yeah, it feels like you guys get. I mean, you can't help but giggle every time you say it, right? Like you guys get 12 inches every year, right?
Yeah, we get pounded by 12 inches.
So you and the chairman have something in common. That's great.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, but you kind of do, don't you? I mean, you guys, is that pretty? You guys are accustomed to at least one big foot of snow type storm.
Yeah, it usually happens. I think for most, cold weather areas, February, late January, it gets pretty bad.
Yeah, you guys get something like you get a pretty good sized snowstorm every year at least, where you're getting
But still, 2 feet, man.
Yeah, that's a lot of snow.
Right.
Yeah, my connection's all messed up.
Yeah, you get a good pounding once a year, right, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes it worth it. You know what I mean? You forget about it, then it happens again the next year.
I'm just kind of curious what the preference is. Would it be Vaseline, coconut oil? What do you prefer for that sort of pounding?
He's frozen.
He said KY jelly. You guys couldn't.
Yeah, KY.
That's what he said.
He needs something that maintains good viscosity in the cold weather.
Yeah, he just goes flat 30 weight. Screw it.
It's good in all seasons. You can get pounded in all seasons, and you don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Subaru.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
What's to think about?
Yeah.
Hey, I can get through all the poundings because I got all-wheel drive.
Does he go? Do you go synthetic in that kind of application? What?
100% synthetic. Yeah. Synthetic lube for the win.
Yeah.
More durable, higher mileage.
Exactly.
Less breakdown under pressure.
Exactly. Yeah. Hey, don't you love how we're like having a lot of fun at your expense there, Tom? So what's the shoveling situation? Now, when you're getting that much snow, I'm sure you've got machines that do all sorts of shoveling. I have no idea what I'm talking about at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Snowblower.
As just to keep things in perspective, it's 73 degrees as we're speaking, Tom. How does that make you feel? I saw Coach's reaction there.
You want the unvarnished truth, Tom. Just say the first thing that comes to your mind.
Yeah, as we're sitting here, jealous. Pan the camera up, you would see how high my ceiling fan is because it's hot in here right now. Yeah. That's the reality of Phoenix. Isn't that crazy, though? Isn't that crazy? Like, you're buried in snow.
Look, he's dumbfounded. Look at him.
He doesn't know what to. Yeah.
Jesus, I'm back.
Yeah.
The connection's all messed up. I don't know what's going on. Do I freeze? Do I freeze for a couple seconds?
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
All right.
Well, you're in a blizzard. We'll let you go.
Yeah, it's understandable. It's freezing.
Currently getting pounded, so you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's taking a pounding. So
I mean, you've already took an 18-inch pounding already, so we understand.
It's at least I don't have to clean it up.
Whoa! If you're gonna pick your spot, man, like if you're gonna freeze up, don't say, at least I didn't have to clean it up. Like, what are you talking about? So he was at least nice enough to wipe it off for you. What does that mean?
This is awesome.
This is great.
This is like some Benny Hill skit or something.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah, this is. Yeah, it feels like that, doesn't it? Yeah, exactly. So I don't know how much we're gonna get. So oh, look at this. We've got Trent is actually very active in here. It's 23 degrees and no snow.
Yeah.
Well, I got news for you there, Chairman. It's 73 here. Oh, 72. It went down a degree. And there's no snow either. Go figure.
Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. Joe.
Yes.
Joe. Joe.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, Joe.
We're in
Joe.
the same boat. I mean,
Hey, thanks for that.
oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Quarantine right now.
Literally showing.
It's so bad.
So
Oh, dude,
with that inspiration, I am going to crack open my next beer here. Finally, I am going to open my Surly 13, and then I'll crack this open, and then we'll get into the malt liquor report. So, this one comes in its own fancy damn little box here, so they can charge you a little more. But actually, for a fancy special release, it still wasn't that much. I think it was only $9.99 or something like that a can. So it wasn't actually that bad.
Of course, you could buy a case of malt liquor for that, but other than
right, yeah. So like we said, it's all relative. Fantastic tasting beer versus malt liquor. So you get what you pay for, sort of deal.
Yeah.
Maple barrel aged Imperial Stout brewed with vanilla beans and lactose, 12.5% ABV out of this bad boy. We'll crack the can. I'm going to put it in my Swedish inspired glass that was made in China, shipped to America, and sold to another American via China, inspired by Sweden.
Yeah, there you go.
Right?
Yep.
Or is it Scandinavian? Sorry,
Scandinavian. Well, they're Swedish. I don't know.
What's the proper? I don't know the etiquette on
Swedish.
That.
Yeah, I mean that's a Sweden company. It's a Swedish company, which Sweden is part of Scandinavia. I think.
Yeah,
the official.
Right.
That's the region.
Like something like that. Yeah. Don't hold us to it. Right.
Yeah.
But here we go. We'll crack the can, see what we get. Ah! It's a spitter. It's a spitter. I can tell you that. Woo!
Well, you should be over with Tom because you don't have to clean it up after this.
I was thinking that.
They'll come and clean it up for you.
Oh man, I don't have my emergency towel either, and it spit up all over my. I actually, in my case, do have to clean it up. At least he had someone to clean it up for him. And I do need to get a beer selfie of this. So let me see here. Let me get the beer selfie first.
Is that peanut butter moohoo?
Yeah. Peanut butter moohoo. So this is Terrapin Brewing. This is their moohoo milk stout, amped up with pretzels and peanut butter and some extra alcohol. So it's good stuff.
Ooh, I will look for that.
Yeah.
I've not seen that.
It's a winter seasonal special. You might still have it up there. We found it about a month ago. I'm going to take a picture of this one.
So, woo! Yeah, a lot of alcohol in this bad boy. Woo! Yeah, the alcohol is very forward. But man, I'll tell you what, once you get past that first initial, it does remind you of a good whiskey, because some whiskeys, when you first pop the cork or pop the top, whatever it may be, and then initially pour it, if you put your nose to it right away, you're going to get blasted. You have to almost let it breathe first for a couple of seconds. And this is a lot like that, because now it's kind of calmed down, but you are getting some of those brown sugars, some of that maple, that nice maple syrup. Yeah, definitely a lot of maple syrup there. Nice. Here we go. We're gonna go in on this bad boy. Look how heavily bodied this thing is, man. Oh, this thing is like a lead weight trying to move it around in the glass. This thing is, woo. How's yours, Mark? Is that a big one too? Is that
8.5%? Yeah.
That's still, yeah. That's
I mean,
still,
it's Imperial. It's not not 13, but strong enough. Especially for such a frail soul as myself. You know, you got to be careful.
Surprised you can even get it down on me.
Wait.
Exactly right. Yeah. So what are you getting on with the flavor on yours there?
A lot of peanut butter on the nose, chocolate flavor, and I am getting a little bit of pretzel. You know, kind of that. Which is nice. So slightly, just a hint of saltiness. You know, kind of that.
Yeah. Like a salty bready kind of.
Yep. It is like a chocolate peanut butter covered pretzel. I mean, that's
more like a toasted sort of like a cracker-ish kind of bready.
Yeah. I'm definitely they put pretzels in it.
Did they really? Or did they just kind of
No, it says pretzel flavor, so I don't know.
Oh, so it's an adjunct kind of
ale with natural and artificial flavors. So yeah.
How much adjunct are we okay? How much much artificial?
Beer is only supposed to be yeast, malt, and water. So all this peanut butter, bourbon, barrel, that's all adjuncts. So
we're Americans, so
yeah, I mean, so as long as it's like 5% beer and 95% adjuncts, we're good. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sooner or later, they'll just have flat, straight up MSG beer.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, why not?
8.5% MSG straight.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Just get right to it. That's where the flavor's at. Give us the MSG in there.
Red number 5 coloring, some trisodium phosphate for preservatives, and some MSG.
That's right. That's right. You're not around the boss right now, right? But I'm sure the boss would have an opinion on that. If they should have, ABV, they should definitely have your bittering units and then MSG.
MSG units, yeah. Instead of IBUs, you got to have IBUs and MSG.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I think that's the way they should go. But some breweries do, or even some very well-known craft breweries you can't get all natural ingredients. Sometimes the natural ingredients, there's no way to get that flavor in there. Not the way that your mind thinks it should be in there.
Yeah.
At sooner or later, they all go to some sort of adjunct, right?
Yeah. Do you see that comment from YouTube bandwidth at the bottom?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
What is that? Jody is drinking pancake syrup, and Mark is drinking a Yoo-hoo. God.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
Like I said, how would you ever know? You'd never know, right? This could be Dr. Pepper,
color, yeah.
Right?
Except my beer wishes it was black, and your beer wishes it was white.
That's right.
I guess, yeah.
It is right, yeah. Well, in my mind, I am drinking a white stout. Yeah.
Yeah.
In my mind, stouts are white in my mind, so that's because that's the way it should be. So this one here is a barrel aged Imperial stout. Now, it doesn't drink like it smells. Okay, so on the nose, I'm getting a lot more alcohol than I actually taste on the palate. On the palate, it's very the alcohol is very, very subtle. It's in the very back. Getting mostly maple syrup is very predominant, which it should be. Maple is literally the first, other than it is maple barrel aged Imperial stout. So it's it is the first thing in the label. So so
bandwidth got it right. You are drinking pancake syrup, and I'm drinking Yoo-hoo. So yeah, it's pretty much.
And I could see where someone might say the beer is actually even too sweet for them. I can see that. It is sweet.
Yeah.
It is sweet, which for some of us, me and Bum are in a similar situation. Like, I'm not real big on super bourbon forward beers, right? I like the bourbon to have its place in the beer, right? Not to be so dominant. I'm not into my my barrel aged beers being into real serious S&M. I like it real toned down S&M. You know what I'm saying? The short whips that are not so thin. The thin whips really hurt, and the thick ones are kind of not too bad. Little sting.
Yeah, but in a good way.
Yeah, but in a really good way. Yeah. You're muted, bum.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, it was a good thing. If you've seen his hand motions, that was a good thing.
That was the StreamYard gods protecting me from what I was saying there.
Yeah, protecting you from yourself at that point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. If you watch the show Billions, then you know that that one guy was really into that. What do you call it? Sadomasochism?
Or dominatrix? Was he into the dominatrix?
Yeah. So that's what comes to the front of my mind is Billions whenever I think of that, because he was really into that stuff. It's just hilarious. I freaking love that show. Matter of fact, on that note, who here has watched the latest season of Ozark? Any thoughts?
I'm going to start watching it. I haven't started it yet.
Okay.
It's season 5, right?
4.
4? Okay.
I'm still on season 1 of Debbie Does Dallas. So.
Oh, okay.
You can only get through it 10 minutes at a time. Is that what's happening?
It takes a while.
Yeah.
Well, it's weird because I keep going through Kleenex. Like, it's just weird. I don't know.
Well,
it's a real tear jerker.
Yeah. That's what they call it.
You got to get Tom's guy, man. Someone that cleans up their own mess.
Well, someone that cleans up for you.
Yeah.
Cleans up the white mess.
Pounding it cleans up. Yeah.
Yeah. They call him the cleaning guy there. Yeah, the butler. Yeah. Yeah. You get it? The butler. Anyway. Right. Do I need to wait. I'll say it one more time. The butler. Right.
How's that duck meat treating you there, Joe?
Yeah, baby. Here, get some duck meat. You want duck meat? Yeah. So, what is
what?
Speaking of duck meat.
Yeah.
I love how that was. Yeah, baby, get some. So anyway, how's it going, guys? What the hell?
So I'm curious, what does Billy D think about 24 inches of snow, getting pounded, and having someone that can clean up all the mess?
Billy D heard that S&M comment there. You notice that tie's a little loose. He enjoys it when that tie is He's in passive mode right now.
He's in passive mode.
So we got quite a report this week. If I can get things to cooperate technically here. First, whoa, damn.
Woo, baby. Yeah.
Whoa, cool. I got some major computer stuff going on here. Whoa.
Well, you need to close all the porn.
Whoa, I got Microsoft the support assistant coming up. What the hell's going on here?
That's all that.
Lord, I got all kinds of shit going on.
They want to support you.
That's what happens on those porn sites, man. That's what happens.
Whoa.
Those pop-ups.
Yeah,
just
all the
when
pop-ups.
I clicked on my notes. Whoa.
Personal experience, man. Trust me. Close all the tabs.
Yeah.
Close all the tabs.
All I was trying to do was some simple cutting and pasting here.
Oh, yeah. That's what you call it.
That might have been the problem.
Nice.
Don't put any weird links.
Nice. Yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to...
We got a guy that'll clean up his own mess, so.
We got some major shit going on here. We're going to kill some time.
Okay.
Let things... first of all, we're going to light the lights.
Yeah.
Hands above the table.
Hands above the table.
Maybe. Oh, look at that. It's like magic.
You don't want to know how I lit that light.
Yeah. Yeah, because he didn't have any hands on the switch. You know, he only got one finger left. Just saying.
It's like that
Humble
old
brag.
joke. How do you think I rang the doorbell?
Yeah, that's a very humble brag, right, Bum? Very humble.
Yeah.
Brag.
All right. Before I open tonight's malt liquor, let's see if things have improved here any. Good God.
Is the zipper up while you're looking for improvement, or is the?
I got crap going on my computer here that has never happened before.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah, I heard they updated Pornhub's ad servers right at the first of the year, so it's probably a new thing.
Yeah, no doubt, right? Yeah. I think I heard the same thing. Yeah, Pornhub and X Hamster and all that stuff. Yeah.
I've never
X
heard of
Hamster.
any
Wait a
of
minute,
that
I got to
stuff.
write that one down. X Hamster. Okay.
I've never heard of any of that stuff you guys are talking about. I don't know what you're referring to.
Yeah. Well, all that stuff that's saved in your favorites. And the OnlyFans. Yeah. Yeah. Miss Mercedes OnlyFans. Yeah.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug, gentlemen. Holy cow.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. Oh yeah, here. I got Speed on the phone here. I'd like to talk to you there, Coach.
Oh yeah. How you doing, Speed? I just did your cousin.
Whoa. I got oh, who's it? Oh, here, Meth would like to talk to you. Just saying.
No. Now I like my teeth.
Right.
Thank you.
I've been working hard on them right now. Yeah. So
Okay.
we can stall things if we need to.
No. For now, I think we're good. Man, there was so much crap going on here that's wow. Everything seems to have calmed down for the moment. So
yeah, honestly, some of these sites, man, honestly, whatever site you may be on these days, you know, if you're on USA Today is a big one. If you're on USA Today, you happen to have them open, they'll start throwing shit at you like that, man. All those paywall type services.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, Joe, because I am on the local Pittsburgh paper.
Yeah, they're the one. Yeah,
site. I have that tab open, and they do allow a number of free articles, but I'm going to click that off.
Yeah.
Well,
if you happen to have a reader, what's called a reader view, that's the way to get around some of those kind of paywall things they'll start throwing at you. But they're some of the worst. I think Wall Street Journal and the news sites are the worst.
Most of them, yeah, they give you 2 or 3 articles a month, and then they just slam you.
And I've never had one of those type of sites open while on the show, so that may have been what it was. And if it wasn't what it was, we'll use that as the reason.
tell you the truth, word on the street from what I hear, just a quick Google search, is the porn sites aren't that bad anymore. It's the damn news sites, man.
Oh, well, back in the old days, I always used to hear that the file sharing sites like the early Napster and LimeWire and all that were more harmful than porn sites.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, I think we've calmed down here. Thank you, Post Gazette. But anyway, tonight's malt liquor, we got something that I gave you guys a sneak preview of several weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
From 4 Points Brewing, which is an excellent craft brewery in Charleroi, PA. Not an hour away from me, and they've since opened a Pittsburgh location much closer. We have 40 Hands malt liquor. Yeah. I guess we obviously have the before and after pictures here.
Yeah.
Or is the bottom one the before and the top the after?
After you have no toilet handy, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you send me that can so I can put it on my shelf when you're done?
Actually, Coach, I can send you one of these beers if you want.
No, I just need the empty for my collection.
Okay. So here we go.
Clean.
I haven't had a good craft malt liquor in a while.
It's probably pretty good.
Well, probably does not mean definitely.
Yeah, that's right.
You sound like my prom date. I'm probably going to have sex tonight. It's not definite, but yeah.
We'll
I
see.
will say, upon first taste, it's much better than the Canadian Old English that I had last Saturday. But that improved as I drank it.
That's shocking. It's hard to believe that, Bum.
Yeah.
Fake news. Fake news.
I have sent some of this to two people who requested it, D-Lac and Bruise 40. D-Lac gave it on Untapped. He gave it 3 out of 5 bottle caps. And normally he'll rank malt liquor much higher. So he wasn't enamored with it. But I don't think it's that bad.
Really?
What's the ABV on it? Is it kind of
7.5, bitch.
Oh,
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, that's right.
It's like a double malt then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, things have calmed down considerably with the computer here. I think we're in business.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to start out with somebody we normally don't watch, but we have once or twice in the past. This is one of the major enemies of the MLDC, Mr. Some Drunk, a.k.a. Jim Cunt. I think the last time we tuned into him, he was running over a Mack rib with the rear wheels of his truck.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's actually criminal on both sides of the
Yeah. So Mr. Some Drunk, it's a rare occasion where he actually got malt liquor and is drinking it on camera. So we will play that. He makes a reference to Jay Vega. He always calls Jay Vega BJ Vega. There he is.
I can understand that. Yeah, there he is.
Got his gardening hat on.
Yeah.
And
So
you
where
can
we
just
start?
play the whole thing, Joe.
Oh, the whole thing? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Some guy coming at you. Here's something I got.
Can we hear him? Is it?
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, BJ Vega cannot get. I'm not a malt liquor drinker, so this is a first time for me. But I figured I'd do this since BJ Vega can't get malt liquor, and before it's gone, I might as well drink one. So here we go.
Good lighting. Good even lighting, by the way. Oh, clean can crack. All right. All right. Oh, label out. Okay. Little crooked on the chin job here. See that adjustment here on the goatee? A little crooked. You know, next time, you know, do your shaving before you start drinking. You know what I'm saying?
How far up do you go, Joe? That's a little long.
Whoa, that's a personal.
If you can just lift your chin, please. Act like you're in prison. Lift your chin, please, Joe. Go ahead and lift your chin, Joe. Can you go ahead and I'm not going to ask again. Can you go ahead and lift your chin, Joe?
Just look up, baby. Look up.
Just look, Joe. There's a fly. Look at that shit up there.
Yeah. Just look up at the camera. Look into the camera there, baby. Just look into the camera. Yeah. Oh! I don't think we've seen anybody do that.
No. Nobody play their malt liquor?
Nobody's played their malt liquor. It played air guitar. Is that really an air guitar if you're using the malt liquor as a prop? What do we call that? It's not really air guitar, is it? Or is
that's awesome.
Is it air guitar? I'm not criticizing it. I'm just trying to get a name. Be politically correct.
Yes, that is an air guitar. He criticizes goatee, so yes, that's a.
Is it still air? Yeah, I'd rather criticize. Like, how far down do you go with the goatee? Right?
Can you look up? Just look up. Damn it! Fuck! Look up.
See, this is where mine is at. See, I go basically to the end of the chin.
Yeah.
This one looks like he's going down to the neck.
He's got like a runway.
Yeah.
Like a mullet.
Yeah,
It's like a
that's
mullet.
a little too much.
How? Yeah, that's like a goatee mullet. Exactly. Thank you, Tom. I mean, what's the wait, real quick here, real quick. Okay, here we're going a little close up. See, I go to the end of the chin. How far do you go, Mark?
I'm about half between you and Mr. Sumdrunk.
Okay.
Yeah. So
See, with me, it's hard to tell because it's all white down here in the
yeah, me too. Although I got a couple days where I haven't shaved, so it's I haven't cleaned it up.
I'm just kind of, I mean, if I went down to here, what's the look on that? I don't know, man.
But
I don't know.
Maybe it's
Depends how many chins you have, I guess. I don't know.
Probably depends on how. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a couple.
Maybe it doesn't grow much.
Don't judge me, Mark.
If
with me being so frail, you can never tell because it's just all
Yeah.
See, I have to have the extra hair to make me look like I'm not starving because I'm so frail.
At least we can see your Adam's.
Although it is extra heavy, so I'm training myself by having that extra hair. It's building me up.
I mean, that's kind of what it looks like there, though, right? Like it looks like extra weight, like
It's like Andrew Luck used to have the chin beard. I never understood that.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Oh! If you're going to put your elbows on camera, shouldn't you lotion them up first? Hey, they've got a product nowadays, kids, called Jergens, right?
No, he used it all up on something else besides his elbow.
Right? If you're going to be on camera, don't show crusty elbows like this. I'm just saying. Right? What do you say, Coach?
Unless you're going to sleep with them, I would never critique them that much, man.
No?
You know what I mean? No.
Well, they're on camera. How do you not see that?
Sleep with them.
I mean,
I see it, but that's not a potential.
Is it a prospect?
No, hell no.
Is he the type of guy that would clean up his own mess? Is that?
I don't even know what that means.
You're talking about you can't talk about people's elbows unless you sleep with them.
Is that off limits? Is that like see now to me it's not off limits because his elbows are obviously. We will go back to the camera. Back to the video. His elbows are obviously not moist, so we can definitely talk about them. They're crusty.
Joe, this is what happens when you're 70. This is what happens, man. You can't see your goatee straight. Your elbows get crusty. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
We're all going to go through it.
If your goatee's gonna have a mullet, then make it straight at least. That's all I'm saying. It's like crooked. It's
all jacked up.
It's like Gumby on his neck.
Okay, let's talk about his right nipple. Is his right nipple hard?
Might be.
No, it's not hard.
Oh yeah, it is. Look at it. Yeah, it is.
There.
That's a nipple,
the elbows.
That'd be kind of a funky nipple. I think that nipple's kind of high though, right? That'd be kind of high. Is he a high?
I think that's a perspective. That's just the camera angle.
Yeah, that's right. That's like when you were a kid and your mom would accuse your dad of driving too fast, and your dad say, "Well, no, that's because of your angle. From over there, it looks like I'm speeding, but I'm not actually speeding, right?
Because you're not
over there, but that's your perspective over there. But from here, I'm right on, right?
Yeah." Feels right. It feels right.
When I was a kid, I just used to remember my mom praising Jesus like 3 a.m. for no reason. Jesus, oh Jesus! Like I was like,
really religious gal, huh? Extremely.
Yeah, I was like,
religious.
Mom, that's great. That's cool.
Like all night type religious. You're like, why do you get really religious at night, Mom?
Yeah, I still don't understand. I mean,
what's with all and your prayers are like really directed at God for some reason.
Yeah,
right. And all of God's children.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ! Oh God! Right? Like,
yeah. And I asked her when I was. She just told me it's like she just loves Jesus. And I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah.
I love Jesus too, Mom. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and the mixture of like God and swear words is like, why do you mix the F word with God, Mom? Like, what's that all about? Watch, you're going to see the crusty elbow pop up here. Look at, see the Gumby? Look at Gumby, upside down Gumby on his
my
neck.
God. Upside down Gumby. That's the best thing ever.
A Gumby, kids, for those that don't know, it was a, what do you call, what kind of animation is Gumby?
They call it claymation.
Claymation
animation.
Yeah,
I have a question for you, Joe. Who was his partner? You don't remember his partner, do you?
Of course I do.
What?
He was the horse.
Pokey.
Yes.
He was the horse.
Mm.
Pokey the horsey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Back to the video. Damn it. You keep ruining things, Coach. We were on a roll. You keep pausing stuff. Now they're going to make a lot of comments about you for doing that. Look at that. I can't help it. It's killing me.
Yeah, that is pretty crooked.
Whoa. Whoa.
Of course, we're playing BJ Vega's hometown music.
I like that he calls him BJ.
Daddy wrote it. He can't play it. I don't know. We can't do much in the shitty van down by the river.
Wait a minute. Do you see what I'm seeing?
He can't play it. I don't know.
Is that not the bathroom right there? That is a towel hanger. He's like, literally, what's going on there? Is that the bathroom?
Mm.
And from that opening right here, the bathroom doesn't have a door. Like, what goes on in his house?
Isn't that a 3D wall? That's just a 3D
He's
wall.
He's probably in the bathroom. He's probably in the shower section. The bathroom is behind. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
You can't do much in it.
Wait a minute. Why is he making me? Out of all the rooms in your house, how often do you drink in the bathroom? I'm just saying.
Because Mrs. Some Drunk said, I don't want you to ever see you drinking that damn malt liquor in the house again.
You guys have never had a fucking beer in the shower? That's the best.
Dude, shower beers are the best, and I cerveza.
Yeah.
Oh,
wait a minute. Now, see that sounded way better, Tom. That sounded way better. A shower what?
A shower beer.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you reach
didn't
out,
give
take
it
a
the
couple
same.
sips.
Without thinking about it, you gave it a much better. The shower beer, right? Like that was way in the how better, right? The shower beer.
The beer.
Right, Bum? Did you not hear that? The malt liquor reporter hears everything. Shower BS, right?
No, I actually didn't catch the accent. I was thinking to myself, damn, I've never had a beer in the shower before. I might have to try that.
Am I alone?
Excellent.
Apparently,
I've never done it.
Excellent.
Do I need to put a beer holder in my shower? Mark, are you missing out on this thing?
I've never done a beer in a shower either.
Oh,
yeah, I've never,
Oh,
I've never, to quote Mark, I've never done a beer in the shower. Whatever done means to you, I haven't done any of that.
Your
I'm
first
just-
day off, when you wake up, grab a beer, go in the shower after you shave and whatever. Get your ass.
What in
Get
the
your ass in the
flying
shower
F
and start drinking a
makes you
beer.
drink a beer in the shower? Okay, Tom.
Tom, am I
Dude.
crazy? I
what
do it all
makes-
the time.
What?
Tom,
Oh,
is
it's,
it
it's
not
actually
awesome?
it's even better when it's really hot since it's
Yeah.
man, that's cold shower.
Dude.
Oh, dude, a cold cerveza with a lime.
Yeah.
With a lime. Not only
Oh,
that, but you're fruiting the
Yeah.
beer in the shower.
It's so
Okay.
good, I'm telling you.
Don't tell me what happens to the used lime when you're in the shower, because at that point it's served its purpose, son. Like you squeezed off all the juice out of that lime. I don't want to know what you're doing with the used lime in the
Boy, there's a whole new world out there that I just
No, I'm being dead serious. A beer in the shower is probably one of the best things you'll ever guys. You guys have never done that?
Okay,
Really?
the one thing I'll give you guys, I will give you guys this. I have had beers, cocktails, and just straight up spirits in a jacuzzi.
Mm,
No, different. It's different.
much, yeah.
The 2 years I did go to college is where I Hang on.
I'm with him though. It's an experience.
No,
So. Mark, do you feel inspired? Like, are you?
No, I haven't. I'm closer to 60 than 50. I've never done it before. I don't plan on doing it anytime in the future.
Right. I wonder, there's another Cinderson that sometimes pops in on the show and he is known. This is shower day.
Bath time. Yeah, there's bath time beers.
Yeah. So, do you?
Okay, so not being funny, when you take a cold beer into a hot shower on your day off, oh my God, that's like, just try it. Just try it.
Wow.
Not a work day. Not when you come home, but on your day off.
Only on the day off.
Yeah.
That's
yeah. Wake up on Saturday morning, turn that hot shower on, do your thing, shave, grab your beer, hop in the shower, pop it while you're in there, put it back,
now,
up.
This sounds like something that a third person, there might be a third person in here. Does Billy D do this sort of thing? Is this something that Billy D would do?
I'm saying yeah.
I kind of figured Billy D would do.
I'm looking for the music.
Did you ever imagine the Malt Liquor Report would inspire such a conversation?
I personally have never heard of such a thing.
No, I've heard of such a thing. It's just a matter of having a conversation about if you would do such a thing. And apparently 2 out of the 5 of us have done this. So,
well, 3 of 6, Billy D too.
Yeah. To me, it's quaint to like smoking a cigarette in the shower. I know people that have done that. I don't smoke, so to me, smoking in the shower.
So hold on, you've never tried it, Joe?
No.
Okay, so do not knock it until you try it, right?
I literally don't even take a beverage in the bathroom. I mean, when I go in there,
I don't either.
For a specific purpose.
Well, you guys are
about to open up a case.
Yeah.
Do you guys? Oh man. So you're drinking coffee in the morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you know what I mean. You got a little stumbling, rumbling, going.
Wait. Hold on, Tom. Let me play a little music for you. All right. There you go.
Do you ever bring the coffee in with you? Is the coffee in the bathroom?
Whoa.
Is that a flag on the play?
Yeah, well, see, to me, other things being in the bathroom while I'm in the bathroom, I'm doing one of 2 things. And it's kind of like, when you're in TV or in radio, you know how they have that on-air sign that's out there, that's kind of on air would be the equivalent to what happens in my bathroom. Like, we're kind of on air. Like, that's kind of a new no food, no zone, no drink zone.
Right. Okay.
It's kind of like
you're on air drinking now, aren't you?
I don't. Like the old saying goes. To me, the old saying goes, "You don't shit where you eat."
Well, that's
kind of weird, but beverages kind of.
Yeah.
I promise you, so bad.
Like, that's getting a little too close where the beer is going to end up at for me. So yeah.
I'm going to leave it alone, but I promise you it's the most awesome thing ever. It's like in my top 10 of things in life that are great.
There was a Seinfeld episode that was really close to this, and Kramer prepared a whole dinner in the shower. He thought it was like the best idea ever. And when they found out that he prepared the whole dinner in the shower, they all spit it up. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Kramer's hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? It's he thought it was great. Everybody else didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's been covered on Seinfeld. It's been on Seinfeld, so that's kind of my opinion on it as well. I go to the school of Seinfeld.
Isn't it like the whose parents is coming over, right? Isn't it Who was over the eat? Because I remember they were disgusted about it. He's like cutting his vegetables in the shower and stuff.
Tom knows the episode.
Like, what the hell?
Anyway, back to the video. Here we go. I'll back it up a little bit.
Hometown music.
Poor guy. We haven't gotten through a minute and a half of this video. We've probably gone 20 minutes on this darn.
Yeah, we have, Joe.
I think longer than that.
Daddy wrote it. He can't play it. I don't know. You can't do much in a shitty van.
No charge.
Down by the river, so.
Shitty van down by the river.
I bet you he never imagined that people could talk about the first minute and a half of this video for 20 minutes. Right?
Yeah.
Let me introduce you to a little thing called the Share Beer Show. Oh, no charge. Nice.
Malt liquor's almost off the shelf. Switch to craft beer. Switch to craft beer. There'll be no more malt liquor left. There'll be no more malt liquor left.
What the hell is going on?
This guy's great. Look at him. He's having a good time. I love it. Yeah, that's all right.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Yes, that's good, man. Hell yeah. Get it. Look at that. He's got moves. Look at that.
Oh, man.
How you doing, BJ?
That grin.
That grin is great.
He's got He's got his front tooth that's kind of chipped in a couple places.
It's chipped just like his goatee. Look at it.
Yeah. It's matching.
Matching, exactly. Whoa!
Oh, there we go.
Nice finish. Good for him. Excellent video.
Some moves.
You know what? Yeah, he's got moves. Good for him, man. That was fantastic. And we made it through the whole video. Isn't that something?
So there you go. So there's Mr. Some Drunk, who is beloved by the MLDC.
I bet you he never fathomed in 10,000 years that the first minute and 50 seconds there's nonstop conversation about his stupid video. That is hilarious.
And he's in the chat often. I don't think he's here tonight, oddly enough. So
he was last week, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a feeling you'll hear about it somehow.
Yeah.
Possibly. Okay, so we're gonna go to the big news, and it's a continuation of the news from last week. Remember the big news from last week? Apparently, the chairman abdicated his throne as far as being the sauce boss.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we had a change of command there.
Yeah, we had a takeover.
Yeah.
Awesome smoke. Just to give an update. After the show last week, up until midnight, no Saucy Saturday review from the chairman. So that brought us to yesterday. The big question was, is Moeller going to upload a new sauce review? Is he going to be the new
take
sauce?
over? Yeah.
I think he has to be. He assumed that responsibility.
He said he was getting in on the sauce boss biz. He was muscling in.
That's the way it works.
Yeah.
When you're going to muscle somebody out, right? You're muscling in. You're muscling them out. You've got to hold up to your word. That's according to every single TV series boss that I have ever watched on TV, ever. That's what they always say.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. So At the yesterday at the 11th hour, or as the chairman said, the 12th hour, we had this video uploaded from Moeller. Now, Joe, I will just tell you, you can play it from the beginning. You don't have to play the whole thing, but I would recommend playing this video at half speed.
Oh, no charge.
Oh man.
Play it in what?
Go to half speed, and you'll see why I'm recommending that once the video gets about 30 seconds in.
Okay. So we can go at half speed after 30 seconds.
No, from the beginning. And actually, it's pretty funny at the beginning to hear the chairman speaking slowed down.
Oh, okay. So we'll go.
So that's a little bonus.
Okay. So we'll go to half speed.
Yeah, and everybody, when we're done watching as much as Joe wants to watch here, we can give an evaluation of Moeller's first sauce review. I have my personal evaluation.
Oh, wait a minute. I think you played spoiler in your same setup here. We didn't know if he was going to do it or not.
Oh yeah. This is his first sauce review from yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No spoilers. He did it.
Real quick. I cracked open and look at, we have a dirty bottle cap here from Bourbon County. The 2020. It's all dirty. Here we go.
You wanted to flex, dog. You wanted to flex. Oh, wow. Fuck Saucy Saturday. It's Saucy Friday. Hey, you got it. You run it, dog. You run it.
That kind of syncs up really good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, and he's shaking stuff. Did you hear that? He's like, oh, baby. And then the next video,
You run it.
it cuts to him shaking stuff. Look at that. And right when he's about to put it to his mouth, he's got another video of him shaking stuff. Look at that.
Oh man.
I pre-poured and took this like a British man.
Oh!
Barbecue sauce. Got 5 nuggets here. Let's give it a shot.
Wait a minute. He's dunking the nugget. He is dunking the nugget.
There's 1 plus for him right off the bat.
Yep, he's dunking.
He's dunking the nugget. Oh, and he's getting, yeah. See, when you dunk, you can, yeah.
Here, look, he's talking about the hang time of the sauce. That's a new statistic we have not heard about before.
Sauce hang time.
The hang time. I like that.
Yeah. And that's true too, right? Because when you're going into a sauce, you dunk it and you're waiting for that perfect moment in the drippage to put it in your mouth. That's what she said. But you know what I'm saying? That is what you're waiting to do, right? A big fat no comment. I like that. That dude, bum, you're dead on. That voice is hilarious. I gotta back that up.
Slow motion voice, Jesus. He's like, you want to get high?
If you play to full speed, you won't be able to understand it.
But that slow mo voice, it's hilarious.
The booze is right in there.
So did he put his own booze in there?
No, it's the way the sauce came. I think he just has bottles of booze sitting there as a example of what it's supposed to taste.
Another little skimp on the sauce.
And he didn't get none on his Adidas.
Sweet.
That's the way you dunk a nugget.
Yeah. Go right under the nugget.
That man knows how to put a lot of sauce on his nugget and shove it in his mouth, doesn't he?
He's like powering through these nuggets too.
Yeah,
slow motion.
That man knows how to. He knows how to put them in his mouth.
A little bit of pepper there.
Whoa! What did he say?
A little bit of pepper there.
A little pecker. He's got a little pecker. What?
A little pecker.
A bit of pepper there.
Is that? I mean, that's
A little bit of pepper there.
okay. A little pepper.
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 Oh, got one stuck.
Not so much. Not so much.
Come on, baby.
He looks like he's in misery.
He does. He's saying he got one.
Trying to get that burp out.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I gave him
Tomorrow,
a call.
expecting to get
I wanted to inquire, like, what
wall.
you're saying bourbon.
Okay,
No.
we can interrupt at this point. You've
Okay.
seen enough. The new sauce boss is going into detail about the taste of the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
He actually puts the title, the name of the sauce that he is sampling in the video.
Yeah.
He talks about the hang time when you
Mhm.
dip and hold it there. I think all these things are great. The one criticism, if you watch the video at full speed, you cannot understand any of the sauce review. He has it playing at fast speed, so fast that you can't understand it, combined with him drinking his 40. So I think that the new sauce boss is off to a great start, but he just needs to do the video on its own with, played at normal speed, not combined with anything else.
Yeah. I do like the hang time. That is a good criteria.
Yeah.
I actually agree with his saucy review a lot more. At least at least his method. I think that the method.
If the sauce, if it's not sticky, by the time you take the nugget and you take it out and you put it in your mouth, all the sauce is dripped off. I mean,
oh yeah.
If you can't get any sauce, what's the reason?
Should I have played him some background music, Tom, for that description?
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah,
It might help.
yeah. He needed a little background music for that. Yeah, right. Yeah.
So a good initial sauce review from Moeller. The question is, does he have the stamina that the chairman does? The chairman did a year and a half without missing a week.
Yeah.
He came close a couple times, but at the last minute,
he posted on Policy Saturday. Yeah, he did go a year. I mean, that's about 55 weeks longer than I thought he would go.
Well, we have
100 weeks longer than I thought he'd go.
We have two people right now in this room that have done a 360 challenge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you guys can speak to how tough posting something on a daily, let alone a weekly basis, is still challenging. 52 times post something.
No, it's tough. Yeah. I mean, it's you've got to be committed to the art to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple YouTube vloggers, I won't call them channel, more vloggers, like YouTube vloggers that have posted daily for 4 or 5 years. How the hell do you do that? Well, that's their full-time job. I mean, it ends up being a full-time job.
They record all day and then they just
edit
all night
and then upload. Yeah, and it's crazy.
Upload it 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and then
do it all over again. Yeah. So I do give the chairman props for going a year and a half, but it looks like it is time to pass the torch and innovate. It's the Saucy Saturday 2.0.
Well,
yeah,
maybe.
I think the chairman was getting a little burned out, and you could tell. By some
now,
of his
now will he take the TB12 type stance and say, you know, he's been the GOAT for long enough on the saucy reviews, and it's time for him to move on and let someone else?
Oh no, he didn't word it that way, although I'm sure he was thinking that.
Yeah, well, after hearing this now, I'm sure he's going to move forward with that nomenclature, right?
Yeah. As Malt Mustang said in a comment earlier today, the chairman was just dying for a way out of Saucy Saturday.
Yeah, he started something he knew he couldn't finish. Quite like, what did he call it? BJ Vega? Didn't BJ Vega start something he didn't finish either?
Oh yeah, the 50 24s. Yeah. But like Malt Mustang said, the chairman was looking for a way out of Saucy Saturday, and just like the cattleman's sauce, it fell right into his lap.
Yeah.
So in this video, it looks like we've got a roll of Ritz. Now, I like Ritz crackers. I don't know. I've never paired Ritz crackers with beer.
So
I should.
This is the chairman responding to Moeller's sauce review. So just go to straight to 7 minutes, 30 seconds, Joe.
Okay. I probably should pair Ritz crackers with beer. They're probably pretty good. I have never done that.
People would have more.
Oh, I'm still in slow.
Go back to regular speed.
Yeah,
It's like people would have more confidence in Parkinson's than Moeller reviewing a barbecue sauce.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
God!
The fuck!
But yeah, Moeller, you're gonna need to crack it on cam. No pre-cracked fucking sauces.
Wait a minute! Now we have to crack it on. Was that always a rule?
Well, and you can just end it there, Joe. That's a point of contention here. The chairman, well, as we know, and as we saw many times, we saw what happens when you open a sauce on cam and crack it on cam. The comedy that can result.
Yeah, that is half the fun.
And that is also one thing I'm going to miss with Moeller as the new sauce boss. We're never going to replicate the comedic moments from those unopened sauces.
Mark, does not every artist do his art in a different way? I mean, that every artist has his own style, right?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, the chairman's style was unique, and
you can say so, right?
We'll see if Moeller adopts the same his spin on the sauce, as it were.
Right.
Okay, right. But we will just assume that is the rules. The chairman was the first. Well, I guess Reggie was the first sauce boss for 2 or 3 weeks, but we won't even count him. It's like that singer on the first 3 Jefferson Airplane singles that nobody remembers before Grace Slick came along. The chairman was the first real, remembered sauce boss. So we will just assume that the chairman created the rules for this. So he said, no, you have to crack it on cam. We're going to go back a little bit here.
All right. I like this. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go back a little bit here. And this is a video we've never played before on the Malt Liquor Report. This was one of our leftovers, and boy, am I glad we held this in reserve. This is from Christmas Day.
Oh.
Which was a Saturday, if you guys recall, and we did not have a show that day. And I realize that on Christmas Day, you got to make exceptions. I'm sure the chairman was spending most of his time. But look at the video where it starts at.
And I don't see any top on this bottle. Now we know that this is Walmart branded, right?
And you can play it right from the beginning, Joe.
So let's go to the beginning.
Looks like a new bottle though, on his behalf.
Drop the beats.
Oh yes, open at the beginning.
Yep. The cap is clearly, it's clearly laying right here. And this is a recent, no charge, a recent video.
This is only 1 month ago. Yeah.
Just over a month ago. So this video is still
hypocrisy exposed.
For the first time ever with the MLDC.
That's right. This is probably the first time. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got it here live on Share Beer. And that's a great reminder. If you like the quality content that you're seeing here on Share Beer, hit that subscribe button, click the bell for notifications, and give us a thumbs up because that helps the algorithm. There we go.
Oh, man.
That's right.
At some point. Slap the shit out of that like button, right?
That's right.
Smash that like button.
Smash the like button, Tom.
Hulk smash.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Yeah, this ain't, you know.
So he came into this pre-cracked.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And that's with his pants up, I think. Right?
Yeah, pre-cracked with his pants up.
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe.
Sounds like a name of an album.
Yeah.
Pre-cracked with pants.
You know, now this whole time, if you notice, we never really verify if Trent's elbows are ashy or not. So
no, because now okay, this brings up a great point. I've just got to rant a little bit. Every week, he's like, Bum has 2 shirts on. Mark has 2 shirts on. Frail. Have you ever seen the chairman in anything with a shirt and an Adidas jersey over? It's always an Adidas jacket over a shirt.
I've never seen him wear 2 shirts.
Yeah, so that's that. Yeah, I mean,
more
hypocrisy. More hypocrisy.
Yeah,
he's always have a shirt in between, right? You got to have.
He's always bulking up. I think he bulks up, but he bulks up in a way that you can't verify. He's always wearing a jacket, sort of sweatshirt that is high on the neck, and you can't verify how much he's bulking up, because look at right there, even in this frame that we're looking at right here, you can see some bulk that is happening here. So the hypocrisy continues on.
He's all swole. He's all swole from the malt.
He's all swole, son. All swole. That's right.
Shout out to you, sir.
That's right. Are we playing this video?
Just keep playing for a while here.
Land of Earth, I am the most famous person of the world. Everybody knows who I am, even the people who don't know who I am, because
and he happens to be playing a Cardinals game in the background that I was at. That's what's
very super famous, super famous, super famous. Very super famous. A lot of people know I exist. I am very super famous, super famous, super famous. Very super.
Was the chairman actually trying to see me on camera live? Is that what he was trying to do?
Famous. You are not. You are shit. All around the world, people know who I am. Even in the Chinese countries like Japan, north, south, east, west, to east. I make their panties wet like basements in New Orleans. In the French language, girls say,
I'm here, dogs. I'm here. Saucy Saturday again. Motherfuck you, Joe D.
Oh.
Fuck you, Wigger Ben. Let me come up like a video.
What?
Let me come up like a video. Well, the fuck you, Joe D. Fuck you, Wake Up Ben. Tell me, look a video.
So I guess he's speaking out against the Rams and the 49ers.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, the Raiders. The Raiders. I'm sorry. So
fine.
Yeah, so there we have a lost Steel Worldwide video going all the way back to Christmas of 2021.
Yeah. Hey, well, thank you for bringing that one back from the archives.
Yeah. So that just goes to show you, he's telling Moeller, you can't pre-crack the cap. What did we just witness there?
Pre-cracking.
Is he making himself the referee now, though? Is he the
referee? He's trying, but don't know.
Doesn't he kind of, once he gives the sauce boss to the next person, they're the new sauce boss, they make the rules?
I don't know. He's like the sauce referee. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap things up here. Have you guys seen in the last couple of weeks, Joe? You might have seen it from Review Bra, the report of the week, the Little Caesars Batman Calzone, they're calling it.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I seen his thumbnail pop up there.
Okay, for anybody who hasn't seen it, Little Caesars,
that looks like one gnarly pizza. Oh my god!
It looks like they took a pizza, put 4 incomplete slices into it, rolled up the corners, and then baked it, turning 4 of the corners into a calzone.
We should probably look this thing up. What's the name of it again?
Little Caesars Batman Calzone, and it's spelled Calzony.
You got to give the Little Caesars, though. They're always taking tricks out of their sleeves. They're always trying to do something.
Calzone.
I had Papa John's the other day. I don't know if the last time you guys had Papa John's. Horrible.
It's been a few.
Look at this thing. Look at this thing. And trust me, this is a much better photo than what we do. Look at this thing. Now,
it's supposed to look like the Batman or like a bat or the bat.
If you get yours and it looks like this, congrats to you, because promise you, the good thing about Review Bro is he goes down there and gets a pie just like you would.
He goes to the store and gets it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to look like, some trick photography here, right? He gets the real deal. Now, there's a couple of guys in here in this room right now that know a little bit about photography. If I'm hired by Little Caesars to shoot this, you just keep bringing me Batman pizzas till I get one that looks like this, and that's the one I'm shooting, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's how that's going to work.
No, the way they do that is they just assemble it perfectly on set right there. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, it might not even be edible. It just
it probably isn't. It's probably plastic pizza.
It just looks edible. Is all it is. Like, that pizza's probably so raw you wouldn't dare take a bite out of it.
But and you're not even at Little Caesars, right? You're at like a kitchen, regular kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Here's this video. Watch. Here's this video. I won't play the audio. But for those that have never seen Review Bra, this is him.
He's been around a while.
Yeah. Oh, he's been around
since he was a kid. And he's still making a living.
He still looks like a kid.
He's still pretty young. Yeah.
He's 60. He's 60, but he still looks pretty young.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's his pizza. We're gonna freeze it. There it is.
Oh my
god. That looks vile.
Does that
look like it fell on the floor and they're like, "Hey Jimmy, pick that up, put it in a box."
And you're paying for that. Look at that thing.
It looks like something that washed up on the beach.
And look at this is literally Batman shit out.
There's a pizza that we thought was extinct, but it washed up on the beach.
Batman shits pepperoni and cheese. That's what happens right here. Look at this.
How do you serve that?
That looks completely unappetizing. 100%.
Okay. Let's take this scenario. You go to you decide that you're gonna. Okay, for one, you've already come down to the level where you're going to order a Little Caesars. Let's start there. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's start there. Okay. But you're like, okay, they're $5-6, whatever. Okay. I'm already down here. I'm one step from the gutter. I'm already going to order Little Caesars. Here we go. So you order a couple of regular pepperoni pizzas. You know mistakes happen all the time. They hand you a couple of these things. You have no idea about some freaking quote-unquote Batman pizza. You get this, and you're like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Seriously? What is this? Are you playing a joke? Right? You imagine getting that? How pissed off are you? You're like, what is your boy back there? You know, what happened? What's going on here?
It's even worse if you have kids and you want to see, like, you're surprising them with the Batman pizza, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
I mean, all the kids see the pizza and run away screaming.
Yeah, like,
literally. I mean, it's unbelievable, right, Bum? Like, so what was your greater point, Bum? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take away from your.
Oh no, that's okay. I just wanted to say that that came out this week to great fanfare, depending on who you pay attention to.
Right.
So the chairman did purchase this calzone this week.
Oh,
and that is in the link that I posted here, Joe.
Oh, okay. Oh, this will be great. Oh, I want to see his because review. That's what I like about that dude, man. He's straight up. He just posts pictures. So we'll see what the chairman got. We'll see if the chairman.
Now I don't have it bookmarked, but I'm sure he shows it at the very beginning of the video. If you want to watch that, he usually scans his purchases.
Let's see here. We're going without sound. We're just
it's
because we don't need to hear anything. We just need to. So they've got a special box, which I can appreciate. Mm-hmm. Now let's back up. There is a tremendous amount of Batman fans. As a child, I was a huge Batman fan. I loved Batman more than Superman. It was always Batman versus Superman. As I was a child, 7, 8, 9 years old, growing up, it was always Batman or Superman, right? I always liked Batman. I was always a Batman guy. So I can appreciate the box. I love that. That's collector. Just them having this on the box, and you've got a new Batman coming out this year, which is supposed to be even darker, isn't it? Like this Batman is supposed to be really dark. And by the way, I like the dark Batman, right? I think dark Batman is good. So this automatically makes this collectible, right? Bam. There's going to be used, full of grease, Little Caesars Batman pizza boxes 20 years from now that are getting sold for decent money. So here we go. Right? We got the. I can appreciate the box. I'm tempted to go down there and get one right now. I'm not, but I'm tempted. At least that's what I say on camera. Here we go.
Big reveal.
Boom!
That looks better. That looks better than Review Bra's version.
Look at that.
Yeah.
The cheese isn't burnt.
This looks respectable, at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still kind of.
Let me back up even more.
So it's like a calzone in the middle with pizza on either end.
With the scenario that I set up earlier. Okay, if they accidentally handed you go there ordering 2 pepperoni pizzas, they accidentally hand you 2 of these. You've got Batman all over the front of the box. There's still some sort of, if you open it up, you're still like, okay, there was Batman on the cover. All right, I think I get it. But I came here for 2 regular pepperoni pizzas, right? But at least you're like, okay. But what is all this like yellow sauce everywhere? What the F is that?
Yeah.
I think that's called cheese. I don't know.
Batman, like, is it cheese? Is it?
Let's hope that's what it is.
Or is that Batman juice?
Maybe that butter.
That's a secret sauce. That's Batman's secret sauce.
That I think Batman kind of is very gifted. That's all I'm saying. Look at that.
All right. So the chairman opens up the box.
It looks okay. It looks a lot better than the other one. That's
It looks better than the other one. Still looks disgusting, but less disgusting than Review Bras.
Yeah.
How does that make you want to dial up Little Caesars right
No.
now for a pie?
I haven't had a Little Caesar since probably 1997. So
Are you trying to quit, Mark? Is that what you're saying? Are you?
Yeah, I've been trying to quit for 25 years.
Right.
And so far, I'm so good.
You're doing pretty good at it right now, right?
Yeah. I'm a recovering Caesar-holic.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you get coins and everything for that? So like every year you get...
I go to a 12-step.
Yeah, he goes AA program.
Now what is he saying about this pie? We have to see what he's saying.
Okay, well, if you want his review, Joe, I will just guide you to where the things that he finds the most appealing about the taste of this.
Okay.
So go to 415 initially. 415.
Okay. Yeah, I want to hear what he
Saying
he loves it.
I bet the new Batman movie is gonna fucking suck.
Whoa!
But this Little Caesars, Batman, Calzone.
Oh, you know what? All his videos lately, he's got that same little speck of something that he cares less to take off. He knows we talk about it every video, and yet he leaves it right there. Did you notice that? Look at that. You see it? It's right there.
And at a flippin' 10 dog. Pull up. Little Caesars.
Okay, from there, I mean, he says he loves it, but he does not say why.
Bum, did you notice something? Look, watch. I'm going to play it again. Watch. See? I think that's the nod to he's getting old. Watch.
Pull up. Little Caesars.
Watch. He goes forward a little bit. See how that hurts? See? He's like, yeah. He can't. Yeah, I think he's
he's
old.
been doing that for the last 10 years.
Yeah, well, all right.
So if you want to see what it is that he loves that makes this Batman Calzone so superior and 10 out of 10, go to 5 minutes 45 seconds.
540. I think he's a Batman. 545. I think he just likes putting Batman in his mouth. Saying he's been Batman curious all these years. Oh! He spilled Batman's juices on his lap is what he did.
Oh, look at the grease.
See?
I like the grease.
He calls it grease.
Yeah.
He just did it. Like you would think, okay? You would think, see, look. Okay, you've already done it. You're going for another bite.
Oh, look at the grease.
Yeah, you go for
Oh, he does it again. What's wrong with this kid?
Oh, he can't stop.
Yeah.
Can't stop.
It must be pretty good. I gotta admit, I kind of want one.
Okay, and for further tasting notes, go to 9:45.
9:45.
Just manifesting.
I love that. I love that choice of words.
Yeah.
Look, 9:45 in. There's still quite a bit of pie here, isn't there? If this is so good, you're 9 minutes in. There's still a lot of fucking pie, and there's hardly any of this dipping sauce that's gone. It's mostly still full.
Oh, he at one point in this video he says that the sauce is shit, but the pizza's great.
Oh, you know what, Bum? You know what it is? I know what it is. He's not a dipper. He does not like to dip. If he was able to take that sauce and pour it out on every bite, he would, but he can't.
I think he took one dunk with the crust and he says the sauce is shit, but the pizza's 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that's Right, Tom? Is that not what's bugging him?
Yeah, I think so. It's too much for him to handle. I think he doesn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, there's so many ways I could go with this. You know.
Look at the grease, dog. Look at the grease. Little Caesars, pizza.
Whoa! What the hell was that? What the hell? Mark, are you allowed to change the tone of your voice that much?
Well, when you're going through puberty, yeah, it happens.
It's like a homeless pizza.
Pizza. I promise you, folks, we did not hamper the speed of that video.
No.
Look at the grease, dog. Look at the grease.
Here we go.
Little Caesars, pizza.
What the?
That's like that Brady Bunch episode where Peter Brady's going through the he's trying to sing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay.
So it's the grease for the win.
Yeah. So for the final word on the Little Caesars Batman Calzone, we're going to go to the new sauce boss.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay. Mueller's going to issue the final word.
And just click on this link, Joe, and you can play the whole thing. And this is the way we ride it out for the Malt Liquor Report tonight.
This is the same video.
Yeah, no, it just keep playing. It looks like the same, but it's not. See the little chairman there?
Ah!
Little Caesars, pizza.
Oh my God.
Batman Calzone.
Here's the question, girl.
It does look like that. Oh my God, that just hit me. It does look like that. That's what the pizza looks like.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? It does. It is shaped like that. Oh my God.
That's funny.
Batman Calzone.
Here's the question, girl. What is very thin and has wings? A butterfly? No, it's a maxi. Always plus thin.
Oh my God.
With wings. Now that's a thin maxi.
Oh!
I love thin with wings.
Hey, Coach is out of here. I'll see you motherfuckers later. I love all you guys. Love you guys. Peace out.
See you, Coach.
All right, Coach.
You're using now. See what we've done for you. I think this baby's gonna fly.
Oh! I love the way he put in all those at the end. Did you see the end?
Yeah.
Oh, that was great. The way he threw in all the look at that. See that? All these little miniature
pizzas.
That is great.
Oh,
it's the details, kids. It's the details. That
is great. That is a good eye from Mueller.
Hey,
you
know
so
what?
Obvious. It was just waiting there, and he pointed it out, and then we're all like, "Whoa, wait a minute!"
I did not put that together. I had no idea till he showed it, and now I am not going to be able to stop.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to forget it. So if I were actually like to drink some malt liquor that's in my fridge and get an idea that I would call, "Hello, Little Caesars. I'd like to order the always thin calzone."
Yeah. Jeez.
Dude, that is perfect.
A maxi pad calzone.
I don't know where he got that from. I don't know if that
funny.
was actually his idea or not. I don't care. It is wonderful. That is fantastic. That's
funny.
Fantastic.
That's pretty good.
I would have never put that together. I swear to God. I wish I could. I wish I could lie to you and tell you that I would have eventually put that together. There's no way in hell I would have put that together.
All it means, he's got a lot of time on his hands, I think, is probably what that means.
Well, he does live in Maine. I mean, come on.
Yeah, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Yeah.
I mean,
There's nothing to do in Maine other than hunt, fish.
Tom, you're the closest one to Maine. Do they even have a Little Caesars up there?
Oh, I mean, yeah, but it's
the middle of winter, though. He's probably snowed in.
Bangor, Maine is their capital, and it is like nothing. It's like a small little town.
If you got 2 feet of snow, how much snow do they get? Dear God.
Oh, they get slammed. When there's some storms, they get like 3-4 feet of snow. It's just,
oh my god.
I don't understand the people that have like long driveways. You got to have some type of
You got to have a Subaru. That'll get you through the snow.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that is the
with
other
attitude. With attitude.
That's the other Subaru country, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's a requirement to get tags in Maine is to have
Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. Yeah.
You have to have one Subaru.
I've never had a 4-wheel drive or anything. I've had always a small little car, like a Camry, front wheel drive. I'm good to go.
Actually, for almost all cases, front wheel drive. If you know how to drive in the snow, don't be an idiot and floor it as soon as the wheels start slipping. You can go a long way, especially if you get snow tires for a front wheel drive, like actual winter tires.
I had a Toyota Camry rental when I went in Pittsburgh. Oh my God, I was slipping everywhere.
You just gotta. It's all about that momentum. Like you'll catch yourself stuck. Let it go.
Oh yeah,
come back.
Oh yeah, because I was going up that one little hill and it was snowing like crazy, and I was like, "Oh dear God, don't let me stop!" Because if I stop, screw. I knew that. I was like,
and you're like, "I wish I had my 3/4 ton 4-wheel drive truck. I wish I had my 3/4 ton 4-wheel drive."
Hello, I do own one of those. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in the stupid Toyota Camry. I'm like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" Oh my gosh! So what else do we have, Bum?
That is it. I figured we would finish it off with that video from Moeller.
Oh yeah, that was fantastic.
That's good. Yeah,
awesome.
Good creativity there.
And the chairman's calling it the Moeller report now.
The Moeller report. Yeah.
Hey, well, I mean, he kind of dominates right now. He's got all the momentum. Just like the Rams tomorrow will have all the momentum.
Oh man, what do you see as a Super Bowl?
I see the Rams and KC, and it'll be another big Rams KC freaking back and forth. You remember that Monday nighter? I of course remember it because I was there for that. But that Monday nighter with the Rams and I mean, it was like, wasn't it close to 100 points or right around just over 100 points in that game? It was like
was that this year or last year?
No. It was God. I think that was 4 years ago.
Yeah, that was when Goff was still there, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, because Goff was the quarterback. Unbelievable back and forth game. It was unbelievable. I was there for that game. It was driving us nuts in the stands. I mean, we were going nuts. It was crazy. And after the game, they set off all these fireworks. Of course, it's in the Coliseum because that's before they moved in the new stadium. So it's in the Coliseum. They're setting off all these fireworks. And at the end of the game, of course, it's LA, baby. So come on, what's better than that? After the game, we win the game, and they're playing, I love LA. We love it, right? LA, baby. Yeah, it was great. It was great.
The thing about if you go by the regular season, you see San Francisco beat, right? They beat who's San Francisco going against again? I have a brain fart.
What do you mean?
San Francisco is going against the Rams. San Francisco beat the Rams in the regular season, and then
twice.
Joe Burrow and Cincinnati beat Kansas City in the regular season. 34-31.
Right. Yeah, no, they did. Right.
So if you look at it that way, you see a Cincinnati 49er Super Bowl, but I don't think it's going to go that way. I really don't.
Cincinnati played a perfect game to beat Kansas City that game. So they have already beat them. They have it. Cincinnati has to play the perfect football game in order to pull that off. Now Cincinnati knows that they blew it this last game, and Joe Burrow won it for him.
Burrow's a beast.
he proved he is a stud. Can he do that twice in a row? If Cincinnati blows it again, if they don't have that perfect game, now another thing that has happened is Kansas City has had meltdowns in the championship game. They've had serious meltdowns in the championship game. So which Kansas City team will show up? Which Cincinnati team will show up? Same thing with the Rams. What Matthew Stafford's going to show up?
Yeah,
it's
that defensive line too. That defensive line got to show up. That Aaron Donald's going to show up. Everyone on that defensive line.
Donald's already said we ain't losing this game.
Yeah, they got to rush the shit out of him.
Donald, I follow Donald on YouTube. I follow him on Instagram. That is my man. Talk about someone I got a man crush on. I got no shame. I'm like, that is a very sexy man right there.
He's a beast. He's always even if he's not at the sack, he's in the shuffle of the sack.
He's always in the mix.
He's somewhat there.
He's always around. And even if he isn't close, it's because someone else had to get on him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That enables one of our other guys to get to him. We've got our nose guard, our nose tackle, number 91. I'm forgetting his name for some reason. We've got 94 that can get around there. You got number 54. You got number 40, of course, that we just picked up from Denver.
Yeah, Von Miller.
Von Miller. So many damn weapons. So many weapons. We've got our safety now that can come in and blast.
Von Miller by himself, he was getting double teamed in Denver. So then you got Aaron Donald getting double teamed already. So you got Von Miller by himself. That's big time.
The thing that we have going into this game is the fact that we're playing a lot. The last two games, just the last two, you shrink it down. We're playing a lot better football together. You know what I'm saying? They're finally coming together. They're finally gelling together. And to tell you the truth, Stafford's never been this far, right?
No, he's never even been to the playoffs.
He's never been. I think he's been to the playoffs, but he only 3 times, if I remember right. But he's never been this far.
He's never won a game.
He never. Right. So this is it for him, right? Like this is your moment. You don't know if you'll get another one, so you have to take advantage of this one. Will Jimmy G be able to pull it off? Right? Is he going to freeze up? If Jimmy G has a bad game like he did last week,
it's not
going to be freaking 0 degrees or whatever the hell it was with snow and all that other crap like it was in Green Bay. It's LA, baby. You're playing indoors in LA.
This is LA. Oh, sorry.
It is, right. We love it. Like it's literally, so it's going to be ideal conditions for both teams, right? I would argue it would even be worse if the game had to be played in San Francisco. It would be much colder, much windier.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In San Francisco than
usually
it is in LA.
It is. Yeah, usually San Francisco's colder than LA in the winter.
So it's the ideal conditions for both teams. You know what I'm saying? So
you won't be able to blame the weather as one way. Either team won't be able to. So
out of all the teams left, Kansas City is probably the most plays in the coldest environments, right? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, Cincinnati.
Cincinnati's not a.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty bad. Yeah, Cincinnati, Kansas City are probably pretty close.
All right.
Yeah,
pretty close, but still Cincinnati's kind of closer to that water and everything, so they probably get a little more.
I mean, both of those teams are used to playing in really cold weather.
Yeah, the weather's not. It's an issue for me, but I don't know if it's an issue for those teams. They're both used to
they're used
crappy weather and
I don't think most people aren't talking about it though. But if San Francisco, say, does win against Los Angeles, it's the second year in a row, 2 home teams for the Super Bowl. Last year, Tampa Bay played at home.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know Joe
That's
doesn't
right.
want
Yeah,
to
this
talk
year is in
about.
San Francisco, isn't it? Yeah.
Joe doesn't want to think about the San Francisco even winning. Sorry.
No.
It's like
I'm not.
blocking it out.
No,
He muted you, Tom. He didn't hear that.
Yeah.
He didn't hear that.
right. Yeah, you're seconds from being booted out of here. No, that is not. That is not. It honestly is not even in my. Yeah, I can't even fathom that right now because to me it's like you're pros, right? There's too many studs on here. You know, this is what you're here for. You came to the Rams for this shot, and here you are. You have the second shot in a row, back to back, for the home team to host the Super Bowl. This is what you came here for. Now, granted, the other teams, the other players, the other coaches are all getting paid too. They're all getting paid. They all have the same opportunity. They're all looking at it the same way. But you're hosting the game. You know what I'm saying? You're all supposed to be superstars. You're getting that big money. We're right against the cap for a reason. We're having to fudge this and rob this Peter to pay that Paul. You know what I'm saying? For
hell, they're even serving Little Caesars in the locker room after the games to save some money.
To save some money because they're so damn broke, right? Yeah. we
got to get under the cap.
They got food trucks in there. They can't even afford the real chefs anymore. They got to get food trucks in there to get in the locker room for.
Yeah, they're getting bags of sliders from White Castle.
Players are cooking their own food.
I'm telling you, man, I am dying to see these games. I am so. The last time the Rams went to the Super Bowl was just a few years ago, really. I was so shocked when they actually went. I really was. I was like, "You got to be kidding me! We're going to fucking Super Bowl! What? What?" I changed my voice like the chairman did. You know, pizza, 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 pizza. I had like the same voice. It was amazing to me, man. It was.
I didn't realize how fast the Rams are, though, because I watched the game against Tampa Bay, and it just seemed like yards after catch, they were flying. They catch the ball, boom, gone.
The thing of it is if our guys are, and this is true for a lot of teams. Granted, please trust me. I know these things. I just have way the F more confidence in our guys. If our guys are on it, if they are catching everything, Beckham is now on. He's actually on. He's synced up with Stanford. Cup, I don't even have to tell you about Cup. Yeah. You know, Higley.
Cam Akers.
I mean, come on. Like, if these guys are actually on and catching everything, I just don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. It's, you think about last week. There's no reason why Tampa Bay should have even been in that game. We let them in that game. You know what I'm saying? Had we not made as many stupid mistakes as we did, Tampa Bay had no reason to even be in that game. You know,
that game could have shifted quick because both teams missed a field goal.
Yeah.
Say if Tampa Bay made that field goal or the Rams made that field goal, that game would have been drastic. Right? Out of nowhere, for his last game as Brady, he showed up.
So what are your thoughts on Tom? What are you've been a Brady fan longer than any of us have.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? The rumor is, well, it's being quoted that he's done.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, I'm happy for him. He did a lot for New England. I mean, how can I not love the guy? He won us 6 Super Bowls. I'm happy he was able to win a Super Bowl somewhere else. That's awesome. It just becomes crazy after a while. Like you don't even remember Super Bowls because there's just so many of them.
Yeah.
He's been to 10 of them. We lost 2 to Giants, and we lost 1 to the Philadelphia Eagles. It was definitely a ride. Being able to see him versus Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, some big time playoff games, and it all started in 2001 with that ride with that the tuck. tuck rule.
Right? Yeah,
Against,
the Raiders. Yep.
Against the Raiders, and they always say like, what would have happened if they lost that game? You know, he would have Tom Brady's career gone a different way, or it kind of snowball affected after that. You know what I mean?
I find it interesting. We've got two legendary quarterbacks going to be known
against Roethlisberger. Yes.
Yeah, Roethlisberger. We've got two Pittsburgh fans. I don't know about Roethlisberger fans, but two Pittsburgh fans, damn near the same length of career, short by a few years. A different way of going about it for sure. Any thoughts, you guys, on Roethlisberger? Mark or Bum, any thoughts?
Well, I'll just say in regards to the retirement announcements, once again, leave it to Brady to steal Roethlisberger's thunder.
Yeah. Yeah, he would have been the biggest quarterback to retire, and then Brady has to go and top it.
Topper, right?
You watch 40 years from now when Ben dies, Brady will die 5 days later and steal all the
No, Bum. Mark, what's going to happen, they're eligible in 5 years. 5 years, what's going to happen? Brady's going to get the same jacket that I argue that Ben will be a first balloter the same way.
Oh, yeah.
Bum,
No, they'll both get in 5 years from now. They're both going to be going in.
And it's going to be just nothing but Brady. You know what I'm saying? So Big Ben will get into the Hall of Fame.
It's all going to be Brady. Yeah.
And it'll all be Brady.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ben Roethlisberger was a pretty. There's not many quarterbacks that. He looks like a running back. The way that he.
He's a big fat dude.
The problem with Ben is all the off the field crap, right?
Yeah, there was always something going on with him off the field.
There was always some drama. Yeah,
a lot of drama.
He was a diva. That was the big thing about Big Ben's career.
Yeah, and he got beat up a lot too.
He did. He did.
Like I said, it's gonna be interesting to see who drills in a sippy cup first, Brady. I bet it's Ben before Brady.
It'll be Ben.
Yeah.
The good thing about now look at them. Big Ben, 18 years. Tom Brady, 22 years.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look at them right now. As they're retiring today, Brady's healthy.
Yeah. Ben is 30. Ben is 38 and looks like a 58-year-old, and Brady is 42 and looks like a 32-year-old.
Brady could
44.
play another 10 seasons. He looks.
Yeah. No, he, especially the last 10 years of his career, he really, you got to give it to the guy. He focused exclusively on keeping himself healthy and fit and ready to go.
Best, would you call him the best player ever in the NFL?
Yeah. Honestly,
I don't know.
He's
got to be one of the top five. I mean,
best NFL player ever. Should he be the logo?
If you look at the amount of players that he's thrown touchdowns to, nobody's throughout his whole career.
Yeah.
He's got everything.
Nobody's. He made nobodies into somebodies and went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. And he did set a new standard for what players are doing as far as health and fitness. I mean, he set the bar way up here, and now everybody's stepping up because they have. It's kind of like when Tiger Woods came into golf. All the stuff he did, that kind of bumped up everybody else in golf. I mean, I think Brady did the same thing in football.
Okay. Think about all the kids right now that are all the babies being born in 2022. I have no doubt in 20 years that we're still going to love football, right? These kids are not going to know Tom Brady. They're going to know Tom Brady like I knew Wilt Chamberlain, right?
Like Vince Lombardi.
Wilt effing Chamberlain, bro. Give me a break. What's?
Yeah.
I mean, there's that other cat that played for Boston.
Bill Russell. Championships, yeah.
I mean, cats like that, they literally, when it comes to basketball talk, they take them off so they can continue their conversation because these guys were so effing great. They've got all the numbers. They got all the numbers.
And there's always a but this, but that, but this. But dude, the championship. Nowadays it's all championships. But how about the guys back in the day? Championships.
You know what? I have no problem at all. Me personally, I know Tom probably agrees. I have no problem calling Tom Brady the best football player ever lived.
See, the problem with football, unlike like baseball and basketball, football, the different positions, they're so different from running back to receiver to quarterback to defense. Baseball players, you're based as a baseball player or as a basketball player primarily on offense, which you did on offense.
But if you're a pitcher, could you ever do what a center fielder does? Could you ever do what a shortstop does?
The one baseball position that I will say gets an exception that makes them different from everybody else's pitcher. Pitchers, you have pitchers and then other baseball players. And football, you have quarterbacks and other football players. But then from other football players, you have it broken down into running backs, receivers,
linemen. Yeah.
To me, what separates him, to me, the argument for him being the greatest football player ever is even screw the numbers. Screw the numbers as analytics, right? Screw the numbers as analytics. It's hard to still ignore the numbers. It is still hard.
Oh, sure.
And if quarterback is the greatest position in football, other than center, touches the football every possession, other than center, touches the football every possession. And if you are the one that is the greatest position in football, and people come to where you're at because of you.
Yeah.
And you won at multiple spots. You're the greatest to ever play.
Joe, it was incredible watching the Patriots for a couple, 3, 4, 5 years, where they got the ball, they went down to the first touch of the ball, they always got a touchdown. It's some crazy record that they set for like 40 something games in a row. Every possession, first possession, they scored a touchdown every time, and it was just incredible. And having, it sucks having a player like that on your team. He was amazing, Aaron Hernandez. God bless him. He fucked up, but that dude, he was crazy good. If they still had Aaron Hernandez,
well, the thing of it is, if Aaron Hernandez
he came out of the backfield and he
would have stayed straight. I mean, when you think about it, had he stayed straight, had he stayed legit, you had him on one side and Gronk on the other.
Yeah, it's the best duo ever.
Enough said. You had him on one side and Gronk on the other. Lord knows how the numbers would have went had Hernandez stayed.
Yeah, I would argue that the reason Hernandez was as good was because he was the thug that he was. I mean,
right? No,
but I mean, if he was able to push that aside, yeah.
Well, they actually did. They did brain scans on him. Bad. Yeah, it said a lot of that shit. I mean, you can't really
stuff.
You can't put some of the shit you can't put aside, but like you can say like, hey, he was messed up. Like, there was something going on.
Yeah. I think they're starting to do those scans on a lot of. You're going to see a lot of soccer players, hockey, and football players. Probably 80% of them, or 90%, when they die, when they scan their brains, you're going to find the same thing.
Yeah,
it's just a contact sport, and the heads bump again. Yeah.
Well, they said Aaron Hernandez.
That's why I'm a frail runner. I don't have to worry about that.
It's interesting. Now, and to take it back to Big Ben, though, see, already we were talking about Big Ben, and we went to Brady immediately and stayed. Like that's going to be Big Ben's retirement. That's going to be the rest of his life. he's obviously going to be tied to Brady, because he was in the same conference. Like it always had to go through Brady, right? Like, I mean,
Big Ben he's just I'd like to see for quarterback wise, like who got hit the most throughout their whole career.
Yeah, it's between him and Cam. It's between him and Cam.
Yeah, but Cam, Ben Roethlisberger was always that player. He was willing. I don't know. He was more. I feel like he was more willing for the team. Cam Newton's more of a me person. Me.
I've heard. Now I got to see Big Ben play, and I'm very grateful. Unfortunately, Tampa Bay comes here this year finally, and Brady's retiring. So I will never at the time that the Patriots came here, he was suspended 4 games. We were the 4th game that year. So I have never got to see Brady play. I've seen the Patriots. I've seen Tampa Bay, but not Brady. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I watched him a couple times.
When I seen the schedule come out for the 22 season, and Tampa Bay was coming to Arizona, I was like crossing fingers. So I'm a little bummed personally that he is going to retire, because that confirms I won't see him. He's one of the greats that I'll have never seen personally with my own eyes play. With that said, Ben, I did get to see play, and I've heard very, very good Hall of Fame defensive players say that because of Big Ben, they had to come up with a different way of tackling quarterbacks, right? They went for the ball, is what they're saying. They went for the ball because Big Ben, you went for his legs. He could shrink you off. He could get that extra pass off. He could still do. Ben and Cam were 2 of the biggest quarterbacks I've ever seen. I've seen them all, except for Tom Brady. I've seen them all. I've seen Manning. You name the quarterback. I've seen both Mannings. I've seen them all. And Big Ben and Cam Newton were just monsters, man. They stand next to their offensive line, and they're not giving much up. You know, some of these other guys, when you see them stand next to their offensive line, they're giving a lot up. You know, not those 2 guys, especially not Ben. Big Ben was massive, man. He's huge.
Big Ben's definitely a far superior quarterback to Cam Newton throughout his whole career, in my opinion. Because Big Ben, he had a little more longevity. He had more talent throughout the whole career compared to Cam Newton. He probably had like a 4 or 5 year stretch where he was at top notch. I don't know. I love Ben Roethlisberger. I think he's a blue collar. He's a beast. That's the guy that you call to get it done.
The knock against Big Ben was there was a big chunk of his career right in the middle where he gained weight during the season. He literally was the last guy there, first guy out. You know what I'm saying? That was the big knock against Big Ben. Now he's that quarterback that they said matured towards the end of his career and started to get it, especially after that. What was it, a rape charge or something like that? What was that?
Yeah, assault, not rape, but
assault. That last assault charge, he really grew up after that and changed his ways. He had like an assault charge, and then if I'm not mistaken, he had like a motorcycle accident or something.
Yeah,
that was before the sexual things.
Okay, it was all tied together though, right? It was right, bang, bang, right.
The assault charges happened 1 or 2 years after the motorcycle accident.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, but
and those charges never, even though he ended up being suspended, none of those charges ever went to trial. They were dropped before it went to trial.
Yeah. So, but he did a lot of growing up.
He was living here and reading, a lot of stuff. Even, aside from that stuff, I read a lot of stuff about people who had dealings with him after hours at bars and stuff. And he was not the most pleasant young man when he started, and he did eventually grow out of that, as do a lot of NFL players. Unfortunately, a lot of them don't grow out of that.
I feel like this is what I feel like, Tom. The difference between him and Newton is I feel like Big Ben being in a place like Pittsburgh was perfect for him.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, very forgiving. I don't know. Listen, hear me out. Very, very blue collar town. Hey, we make our mistakes, but you stick with us. You show loyalty, and we'll forgive you. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be right here through, and he stuck with them, man. You know what I'm saying? Versus Charlotte, there's not that history. They don't have the history like Pittsburgh does. Pittsburgh it shows this like long history of, hey, you stick with us. We're a blue collar town. We're gonna stick by you. We're gonna be here through your. Terry Bradshaw had very similar ups and downs. He had very similar ups and downs. Terry Bradshaw is not known as one of the greatest quarterbacks there ever was, right? He's not. He's not known for his fantastic spirals and all that. He's kind of a Big Ben type of quarterback. Big Ben wasn't known for his tight spirals. He's known for, in my opinion, keeping that game close. A Big Ben Pittsburgh Steelers type of game is that game that's a little sloppy, a little ugly, but it's close, and they have a shot at the end, right? It's not this we come in here and dominate you type of game. It's this ugly, sloppy, we're getting our pants dirty type of game, and it's close. We still have a shot. We're within a score or two at the end of the game, and we still have a shot. We're still right here, right?
Yeah. Other than Brady, which is obvious, how many hundreds of times did he do it? Other than Brady, if I wanted a quarterback on my team when we're down with like 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, it would be Ben.
Yeah, Ben. Yeah. Ben's that. Think about it. Look when he played the Cardinals. He played the Cardinals right here. I mean, it was, this is one town that was damn sure rooting against Big Ben. He had, how many seconds did he have to get them another score? I forget in that game, and he did it right there. Bang! Right on the edge of the line there, perfect throw. That was Big Ben.
No, who did Pittsburgh win the Super Bowl against? Was it the Cardinals? And then I forget who they won the Super Bowls against.
Well, they had
in the Ben era.
He went to 3. So he went to the one in Detroit. That was that big snowy Super Bowl, but it was indoors, wasn't it?
Or was we won 40? We won 40 and 43, and we lost 45. Correct?
Wait, what?
I think so. Yeah. 40 and 43, and then lost 45. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. He won 2 and then lost 1. Yeah.
He never had a losing season, though. You what I'm saying, Big Ben.
He had 2 great coaches too.
Well, that's just it.
Yeah,
Mike Tomlin.
Cowher and Tomlin. Yeah,
that's exactly it. You've got loyalty, man.
Especially Cowher.
Loyalty.
Cowher, really good quarterback.
Pittsburgh's only had so many coaches. Period.
10 coaches, 10 or 11. I mean, it's one of the lowest in the whole NFL.
Right. Three since 1969.
Yeah.
Right.
Noel Cowher.
Noel Cowher and Tomlin. Yeah.
That's it.
First year was 69.
In my lifetime, there's essentially been 3 coaches in the Steelers.
Are you serious?
That's it, bro.
That's it. 3 coaches. 3 coaches in 54 years. Think about that.
That's what I'm saying. That loyalty. That Pittsburgh is known for that loyalty, will stick by you. They've only had so many quarterbacks.
That's an impressive number for coaches. That's
for
insane.
Coaches, right?
I don't think there's anybody else in the league even touching that.
They went through a couple of years there until they got Big Ben, where they were going through a few quarterbacks. Other than that, they've Pittsburgh is that like blue collar, very loyal place as far as football goes.
Between the time Bradshaw retired in 83 and 04 when Ben got there, we did go through quite a few. I mean, we had Cordell Stewart Tom Dak, David Woodley.
Stewart was good too. Stewart was good. He just,
Until we played in 2001.
Stewart was a great football player. He just wasn't a starting NFL quarterback.
Right.
Which they made.
He should have been back up.
Neil O'Donnell, a lot of others, and there were some good quarterbacks during that time. But there are a lot of Ben haters in Pittsburgh, and I'm thinking to myself, boy, you people do not know how good you've had it the last 18 years.
Yeah, you really don't until you lose a grade.
Buckle up, right? And that's all I would tell Pittsburgh is, for all the haters, and you've got a lot of reason to hate. Trust me, I get it. You got a lot of now. Look it. I am a Laker fan now, and Tom is a Boston fan. So coming from a basketball aspect, been a long time. Still hunting for those wins, right? You're about to find out in Pittsburgh. You're about to go through those years again. If you hated on Big Ben, boy, you're sure going to miss him here, and it's not going to take long. It's not going to take long to realize what you have.
It'll take 6 months, and they'll be wishing he was around.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not going to take much longer before we go. We went from 16 to 17 this year. We're going to go to 18 very soon. So it's going to be that much quicker for you to go, you know what, man, we had it pretty damn good. And you know what? I bet you, I would even bet, Bum, after this season, since you're currently living there, I would bet after the 22 season, going into 23 and 24, that those haters quickly turn to, you know what, man, he was all right.
Yeah.
Oh, I do not doubt that. Yeah.
He always puts attention to something.
Before the end of this year, they're going to be saying that. Before the end of this year, they're going to be saying
Tomlin is also a fantastic coach. Tomlin is a fantastic coach. And I don't know who the GM there is. Who's the GM?
It's Kevin Tolbert, but I think he is going to resign.
Oh, is he really?
If I'm not mistaken, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I haven't been following too close lately.
Let's throw a quick thing in there. If you guys heard the Washington football team, the reason they put the name of the Washington football team was for a break so they can actually make a real name for the team.
Right.
So supposedly,
they stayed with it, I think.
There's been some big names been putting out there saying that they're going to be called. They're saying that WashingtonAdmirals.com is connected to WashingtonFootballTeam.com. So people are saying
Washingtonians, I think is what you call people from Washington, have been clamoring, if you will, to keep the name. At first, when it was announced, the Washington football team, some people scoffed at it. But I think now, going through a full season of it, a lot of people seem to like the WFT.
It wasn't. I actually thought it was pretty cool.
I don't.
I thought I didn't mind it at all. To be honest, Washington football team.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
But I think they're definitely going to change the name, though. I mean, it seems like it.
I think it's pretty cool. Causer has an opinion, that's for sure.
Yeah,
we still watching.
How about the Washington Causers?
The Washington Causers. There you go.
Okay, so one more point, and we will take we will take Causer's advice here. We're gonna get out of here, but Jeff Fisher, he's back.
Oh, no way.
He's back coaching. I think he's coaching the Michigan team in the USFL. USFL is back, kids. Tom, you don't have any idea, but you might have an opinion, though. You might have heard the USFL is coming back. What do you think about spring football? Any opinions, real quick, as we go?
I think
out?
it's going to fail as bad as the first USFL.
Yeah. WWE.
I don't. I
WWE
just.
Yeah. Is Vince McMahon running it like the XFL?
Yeah. Is the red hat guy going to have a team too? I don't know.
The thing of it is the USFL, and I don't have to tell you guys. You guys lived it like I did. The most successful. Yeah, I mean, they even had a draft, and they took drafts away from the NFL. They took draft picks. They were the most successful shot at the NFL.
Since the AFL.
What they last 5 years? 5 years?
Something like that. Yeah.
Like 84 to 89 or something like that.
Something like that. I'm just kind of wondering, is it the same?
No, is the new USFL sponsored at all by the NFL? Is there any relation? If it is, then it might have a chance. If it isn't, it's not going to. I
think that's what a lot of these leagues are trying to put themselves as like a AAA, if you like a AAA.
Yeah, no. That's what Alabama and Georgia and that's what they are for the NFL.
Right. Well, you think about what the NBA is doing, right? The NBA is trying to put their, what do they call that other division, that minor league of the NBA, the G League. It used to be the G League. Now they're calling it something else. But that kind of minor league division, you've had a few big recruits come out of. The problem for the G League is now college players get paid.
Yeah.
That's the problem, right?
The minor leagues for the NBA and the NFL is Division I college ball. I mean,
right now they get paid.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
And they get paid off their jersey sales.
I think the highest paid kind of minor league quarterback, if you will, was the Alabama quarterback. I think the Alabama quarterback made a couple $1 million this past year.
Probably
Mac Jones or the other one.
Yeah, was it Mac Jones?
Selling the rights to his likeness and that type of stuff. Yeah.
Who's that Alabama quarterback now? That
I don't know, but yeah, I could see how he could make by selling the rights to it, having his image on stuff, and
it's awesome. Rumored he made $2 or $3 million this year. Yeah. Honestly, because he was a Heisman candidate and all that. Right? No, he won the Heisman, didn't he? Didn't he win the Heisman but lost the game?
He did. He won the Heisman, but then lost. Yeah, they slaughtered Georgia the first time they beat him, and then they lost in the national championship.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome, too, because you go into the NFL. A lot of these players don't know how to take care of their money when you go into the NFL. At least they have chances when they're in college.
Well, and that was the first year of this new arrangement. Now, the second year, the third year, the fourth year, they'll be making more and more and more money. That's the problem for the USFL. That's the problem for all these XFLs and all that. These cats make money now, man. You know what I'm saying? So any shot you had at being the minor leagues, the AAA of even baseball. What's baseball going to do now that college players can get paid? The big deal with single A ball and triple A ball and double A ball was the fact that, hey, we can still draft you. You can still stay in college, but you can get paid now, right? That was kind of always the difference between baseball and some of the other sports. Now, if they're a big enough college player, they can stay put. And how's that going to affect baseball? How's that going to?
It's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be as much in baseball because baseball just isn't. doesn't have the TV contract like football and basketball does for college. I mean, that's where all the money's coming from. That's coming from ESPN paying the NCAA $500 million a year for football.
I'm kind of wondering now. Now you hear baseball specifically now.
Yeah.
Now I was a AAA season ticket holder for a few years there. Talked to several, not one or two or a dozen, several minor league players. I know about their contracts and how they're structured. How does a minor league player go to a single A ball? Where you have to travel and do all these other things, and it's all some of them ain't getting but $30,000 a year.
Yeah.
When you could stay in college, possibly everything's paid for by the college, by the university, and you might be making the same money.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I know basketball and football. I don't think there's any issue. The top players in college basketball and football will make more than the minor league players in those sports. Baseball, I don't think, and those are the only two sports, really, because that's where all the money is in college. That's where all the money. They pay for everything else in the college system. So if you're a top quarterback, you could make $1 million a year as a junior quarterback at a top 10 school. But if you're a top pitcher at like Florida baseball, you might make $50,000. You make a little bit, but you're not going to make near, because there's no network money.
What's that dude? What's that due to recruiting? Let's say you're the number one recruit. You're the number one kid coming out of high school.
You go to wherever you can make the most money. Yeah.
What's that conversation?
And all the small schools. Where did Ben go to school? What was it?
Miami of Ohio.
Miami of Ohio. You're never going to get a Ben Roethlisberger out of Miami of Ohio anymore, because all the quarterbacks are going to go to the top 25 schools there because they have all the money.
You can play with the best talent.
This is great. Jody has less than 100 steps per day.
Yeah.
No, sir. I'm telling you right now, 105.
100.
Eat it. 105.
Yeah. Well, at least they're on to you. They were on to me for quite a while. I mean, I was getting lots of hate in the thing. But
there's still hate for you if you scan there.
Oh yeah, no, I'm well aware of the hate.
Yeah. Mark is too frail to get hit.
That's right. That's why I don't play football.
Mark is polling for the Montreal Expos.
Hey, they're going to come back. They're going to win it.
Jody inhales meals while driving.
Jesus.
The truck, I would assume, is what that's supposed to spell out too.
Yeah.
Jody, the two-step.
2 steps to the fridge. 2 steps to the toilet.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, since we're talking about...
what I'm getting here, Joe, is between me and you, we end up with the perfect male, apparently, because I'm so frail.
Yeah.
So you take us, add us together, split us in half, and we end up being the perfect male.
It's the perfect man, exactly.
Yeah. Man, they're just jealous of that.
I just learned something. I didn't realize that Cody Jinks, that guy, was from Queens, New York. He said turlet. Like Archie Bunker.
Speaking of turlet, I got to go because my frail ass has to go to the turlet. All right.
We're out of here. Hey, thank you guys. Another fun talk.
Yeah, great show, guys.
Tom, stay safe, my friend.
Yeah, man, you got to.
Sharpen up that snow shovel. You're going to need it.
Oh, man. It's cold out there. I was waiting for the ice.
Again, if it makes you feel any better, we're down to 64 degrees now. So
send supplies to Phoenix. Joe's going to need it.
There was one more topic I want to bring up, but it might take a little too long. But
well, go for it. We can let Mark go.
Go ahead, Andrew. Bring it up at the
Is it train talk?
Mark's frail.
I gotta go. I need my sleep.
We're talking about baseball. I don't know if you guys seen the Baseball Hall of Fame this week.
Oh,
David Ortiz got in.
Yeah.
And Barry Bonds and the other one that's on their last ballot. Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens can never get into the Hall of Fame ever again. How do you guys feel about that?
They can because they have the veterans committee, which can vote them in.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's of a backdoor way of getting in, but you know, I think it's still BS. I mean, it's like Pete Rose. Like, come on, gambling's legal now, and let's get over it. You know,
but he bet on his own teams though. That's a little. That's I don't know. There's a lot of different opinions about it.
I know we've covered this before, and everybody said, well, okay, well, Pete, while managing the Reds, only bet on his team to win. So what's wrong with that? Which,
I didn't know
on
that.
the surface, I can understand that. I can say, all right, as long as he didn't bet against his own team, because if he did, then you're getting into some serious.
So he only bet for his team,
right? Yeah,
he only bet for his team. But
I thought he was like pulling players and betting against his team.
No. There's never been any evidence that he bet against his own team. However, the argument is there were certain days where he didn't bet for his team, where most days he did. So I guess, the odds makers would say, okay, he's not betting on his own team today. That means they stand a less chance of winning today than they normally would. So there's all kinds of gray areas here.
Yeah.
He's the greatest hitter of all time.
He you know what, Tom, if you were alive when he played, it was amazing, man. I wasn't a Cincinnati Reds fan. I was a Dodger fan. But he was amazing, man. He was just amazing. He was.
His problem was he was a chronic gambler, and I'll tell you this. His final year with the Reds in 78, and he was headed to free agency. One of the final teams on his list was the Pirates. And when I used to go to when I used to go to the games back then, we would all boo. It was just automatic that you would boo Pete Rose. He was just the most booable player ever. And I'm sure, that was a lot of jealousy was part of that. But before the 79 season, it was rumored that the Pirates were one of the teams he was going to sign with. He ultimately ended up signing with the Phillies, but the Pirates were in the running. And the Galbraith family, who owned the Pirates at the time, were also into racehorses. And the Galbraith family offered Pete Rose racehorses, owning racehorses, as one of the things to lure him in to sign with the Pirates. And he did not take the bait. He ended up signing with the Phillies, who obviously offered less racehorses and more money. But isn't it funny that back then they were offering him something that was involved in gambling?
Yeah. I didn't live through it, so I can't really, you know what I mean?
He's been one of the biggest ambassadors for baseball.
Yeah.
Period, man. I mean,
you can
I
tell
don't hate the guy, but I don't, as a person, I don't love him, but as a player, you got to give it to him.
I mean, to me, it's all about what he did on the field.
Yeah.
And, we're talking about stuff that was done after he was a player. You know what I'm saying? It was stuff that happened when he was managing. And I don't know. If you want to get into that whole debate, look, what other sport makes managers wear tights? I mean, come on.
As opposed to wearing a suit and
you know what I'm saying? What other sport makes makes coaches wear tights? Nobody wants to see some old guy wearing tights, man. Come on.
And as far as Barry Bonds goes, my joke that I've always made was, yeah, he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. He was doing steroids. All those home runs were hit on steroids, unlike all those players from the 60s and 70s that did it the natural way, like Hank Aaron and Willie Mays, the old-fashioned natural way with amphetamines.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the big thing is David Ortiz actually tested positive for steroids.
Well, that's the thing. And Barry Bonds never failed a steroid test. Yeah.
There's a few of them that actually fessed to it, that tested positive, and now they're good to go, right? Well, we accept them.
Yeah.
Look, the hypocrisy in some of this stuff is absurd, man.
It's the sports writers that vote those guys in their initial eligibility, and you cannot deny Barry Bonds as a person was an asshole, and I think the sports writers have always held that against him.
Ortiz was a nice guy,
personally,
right? Personable guy, right? Yeah, that's
Ortiz. Ortiz seemed like the kind of guy you can have a good time with, and he was always friendly and camaraderie, and that's why I was listening to sports radio. Like that's one of the reasons probably he got in, because people voted him in. Or
you've got Rodriguez the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like he at least like finally came out and said, okay, yeah, I was doing it, whatever. And so we forgive him. We give him a pass now. Oh, okay, he confessed. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Look, I got a lot out of watching Bonds. I got a lot out of watching
Mark McGwire, Sosa.
I was highly entertained. Did I give a rat's ass? Well, I still don't give a rat's ass what these guys take. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. To me, I don't give a damn what you're on. You still got to hit the damn ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? You still got to hit the ball. You still got to catch the ball. Even if you get the ball, you still got to run with the ball. You still got to do whatever you do with the ball. Like,
and there was a big lockout in the 90s, right? It wasn't baseball kind of at that like center field, and then you see Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, Sammy. So they kind of changed the game.
That was the lockout of '94, which canceled the '94 World Series and into the '95 season. Yeah,
they made the game fresh.
Yeah,
the home run derbies. I remember Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa chasing each other for home runs.
It was
Barry
fantastic.
Bonds, it was fucking amazing.
It was fantastic. It was fantastic, bro.
Sports Center. I remember watching Sports Center as a child, and this dingers left and right. I was like, what?
And the thing about Bonds is, to me, okay, I get it, man. Like, you're taking something that supposedly makes you stronger and all that. Which one of us don't take some kind of steroid, like, to help you continue to do what you do, right?
Yeah.
Or hasn't taken some sort of steroid to help you continue your career. I just don't.
It's a little different than anabolic steroids, though, to bulk you up.
I ain't gonna decipher those differences. I do the same thing. If you give me the opportunity to continue my career, I'm gonna do it. Period.
Yeah.
I will say this though. You can criticize steroid use, and I'm not for it. I'm definitely not for it. However, I will say, no matter how many steroids you take, and no matter how much it enhances your performance, it's not going to make you hit a curveball any better.
Yeah,
that's my point. That's what I was going to get to.
Yeah,
you still got to hit the damn ball. It's been routinely known as the hardest thing to do in sports. It is to hit that damn ball. You've got some of the best throwing that ball at you. These guys have stuff that has never been seen before, right? They can make it curve, and they can make it do this and do that, and pick up the mail and drop it off and deliver a package before it ever hits home plate.
Yeah.
They can make it do an Amazon delivery before it ever hits home plate. It's amazing what these guys can do. And within fractions of a second, you have to decipher. There's nothing steroids can do for your eyeballs. There's not.
Yeah. No.
You still have to hit the goddamn ball. You still have to, even if your eyeballs see it, maybe you and I, maybe the three of us right now could all see it. You've still got to, your brain has to send that transmission down to your arms, and your arms have to send another signal and make it swing hard enough to make it go over that fence. Like it's still amazing to me. It's still amazing.
And they kind of look at it like nowadays you can take HGH, right? You need growth hormones. Like, how was that differentiate? Because you're still building upon yourself. Like,
there's always going to be something. They're just all in the.
People are always cheating. People will always cheat no matter what. There's always
to me,
some type of.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Yeah, exactly.
No. You're not.
A lot of people say that about Belichick. He always tried to find ways to win.
Hey, look. Okay, look. Right now, what's happening right now in America? In America, I can only speak for America. What's happening right now in America? It's tax season, kids.
Yep.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
You better hope you don't see IRS.
Some of us are more willing to get to the edge than others, but right, you're looking for an edge. You may not be getting as much to the edge as some of us, but you're willing to go past the boundary a little bit, right?
I think we should all live by the words of the former WWF wrestler and the former governor of Minnesota, Jesse the Bloody Ventura.
Oh boy.
Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
There you go. There you go. Good words. We'll go out on that one. Thank you, Bum. Appreciate it. Thank you, the body. We appreciate it. Fantastic. I loved him when he wrestled. He was fantastic. He was. He was a damn good wrestler when he wrestled.
Thank you, McMahon.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, he sounds a lot like someone else we know from Minnesota. Funny. Anyway, we're out here, kids. Thank you very much. We'll see you next week. Peace out.
See you guys next week. Great.